Epitome.
Was it you who was it? No, damn it.
Epitome's still a word though.
Is it really?
No, but I know he didn't mean it like that.
It's a word.
I know he didn't mean it like that.
fair
That's what I'm
enough.
laughing.
Yeah.
But
No, I thought that the word. Hold on. How is it spelled?
Epitome.
That's the same.
yeah, same as epitome.
So,
But in the context, you obviously said it wrong.
no, I was reading the track list. I was reading.
Oh, is it?
I was reading Jim Jones' track list.
Oh, after all of that. So it could have been epitome or epitome.
You know what? We have to redo that episode.
Just so you can say you
It's like-
You know what it is? Yeah? You see when he comes about that? When I do it, he takes extra offense to it. I don't know why. So that's why he's already started.
No, I'm not offended by anything anyone said so far.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are just all excited because you think you want to get me in it. It's cool.
No,
How? We said one thing.
And you were like, oh, it's
I
only
keep
back
telling
now.
you, yeah.
But nothing
I
happened.
keep telling you, I'm not out to get you. I keep telling you.
4 years?
Brent, have we started?
Yeah.
It says error here.
Have you been doing the podcast?
Literally 4 years.
Oh really?
We'll be 4 years in January.
I should have really listened first when I know what I'm getting myself into.
Well, Yusuff only told us yesterday, so.
What's
No,
that?
fair enough.
Yeah, because we're supposed to
No,
have
we're
it.
supposed to have someone else, to
Yeah.
be fair. That's why.
Oh, so with the B team.
That's right, I don't mind.
No, you were always... Man.
I played.
Oh, you haven't got your Mac. Everything's set up. Headphones.
This is what you did to me.
Oh, sorry. Huh?
No way.
This
Oh,
one,
why
this
is
one,
this
No, this is hers.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking, huh?
Every time I come here, you got new equipment, bro.
What's new?
This wasn't the last time I was here.
Right, Brent's beard's getting thick and...
Come through!
Come on.
Castor oil and ting.
Come on. What's
Come
that?
on, see?
Hair food and
I
that.
knew
The thing, it almost looks Velcro because it's gone from...
You're bare down.
No, you know why? Because it's gone from small to big in such a short time.
It's space of a week.
Velcro.
Yeah.
Lance, if you're
Wow.
listening to this episode,
Lance, I'm not gonna lie.
I know you're livid
your,
right
your
now.
beard is meaty still.
Mate,
I'm not seeing him post anything about his beard challenge for a while.
of course.
What's I gonna
What's
say?
that to post?
Before we
Oh, wow.
carry on, can we just get back to the epitome just so it's on record? So, Danielle just told me that epitome is actually a word.
Mm-hmm.
And I read it just singular by itself on the track list.
I
So,
think Danielle's being kind of
therefore, I didn't get it wrong because epitome and epitome are spelled the same way.
Yeah.
Nudge me for that one.
They're not spelled the same way, but they mean the same thing. You can just use them in different contexts.
Hold
It's
on,
like
then-
you having a noun or a verb of a particular word.
Mm,
So maybe check the spelling then.
But it's definitely correct.
How did Jim Jones spell it?
Itome.
Let me check this. You can intro while I'm checking.
Hi guys, it's just Jean here with Big Man News, Danielle and I was gonna say the real manic. It's really
I
wrong.
said the real man.
I know, innit? What are you guys called though? What's the like your dating thing?
It's
Oh,
called Piin.
Piin.
No,
You
but
guys
that's not who. That's not. Is that how you want to be introed? Or you want to be introed as individuals?
No,
Oh,
individuals is
start all
fine.
over
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And this is Meet Us After 7. Thank you.
Ah, look. So that's how he started.
It's not live though. Yeah, that's perfect.
So what's that?
Epitome.
So,
So
that,
how do you spell epitome?
Epitomy.
No.
Oh, with a Y.
so Jim Jones got it wrong.
Wow.
Look, hold on.
No, because maybe it is actually thingy.
No, but if you listen to the song, he's saying the epitome.
Nah, hold on.
He's saying the
Hold on.
epitome in the song. He's not saying
We
epitome.
need VAR on this one still.
VAR.
We need VAR on this one. Let me just. Are you sure? I thought epitome was with an E on the end. You need an accent, maybe. I don't know. Let me see.
No,
We'll let do the intro whilst me and Yusuff.
no, hold on. You know why? Because I was laughing at myself for so long. This ain't
Well,
right.
you can take my bachelor's English degree back if I get this wrong.
Oh, damn, girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that today.
I might get to the
Dino
video.
play to flex.
No, I'm not.
All right, I'm gonna lock my phone now because
Did you check it?
Hmm?
What did it say?
internet is crazy.
What's it called? No,
Them
connect to the Wi-Fi.
No, he's actually being silly.
Yeah, exactly.
Forget because he's wrong and you're right.
Thank you.
Oh, safe. When for me, oh guys, on the way here, yeah, I found this purse on the DLR. So I saw it and I thought, ooh, this is
Shopping.
No, I'll tell you that can't happen, yeah. So I saw it in the corner just like this, and I was like, oh, I sat down there. I sat down next to it. I got a bit close. I looked around. Okay, no one's around. Cool. Looked at it. Cool.
Mister, you're not on TV.
All right, cool. Put it in the pocket. Cool. I was just chilling. Checked it. I thought it's kind of fat. I was like, please, just have cash.
You know, if you found my receipt, you'd be so. I mean, my purse would be vexed. My purse is huge.
No, I was
It's
like,
full of receipts.
listen,
Like so many.
Listen.
I'm self-employed in it, so you know when you have to keep
yeah,
everything.
it was in my
Yeah,
pocket,
kind
and I was thinking, I haven't checked it yet. I thought thinking, please just be full of 50s. I was thinking, please just be full of
You
cash.
found it on the trade, you wanted it to be full of 50s.
No, just anything. Just, a couple tens, maybe like two grand or something.
Yeah.
I like 3 bags, you get me?
Yeah, cool.
I got off now. I opened it up. I checked every crevice, bro. No cash.
Just condoms.
Just hella receipts, hella cards. So then I found a driver license. I tried to find the woman in it. So I'm typing her name into Google to see. But she has,
LinkedIn?
even though her name is unique, there's a lot of her. So I'm like, how am I going to find this girl now?
What about
You need to
LinkedIn?
just take it.
No,
back
it
to
was
the
LinkedIn.
Lost and Found. Take it to Lost and Found.
I'll leave it here at Barkingside Station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure and speak right into the microphone, please.
Testing.
Much better.
All right, now I was
Am I
praying.
good here?
I was thinking, is this my lucky day? I think
yeah.
I'm due one, you know.
So.
I think I'm due a lucky day, Gina.
He moved it, you know. Yusuff
I'm thinking
tried to do
because-
something.
I think
If you found
yeah,
a couple grand, not even grand. Let's say there was money in there regardless.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just say there was £500 in there.
Are you giving the person back?
Yeah, without the money in it.
Okay, cool. Hear that.
That's
Interesting.
that's
So you're gonna keep the money and just hand it into Lost and Found?
that's my finder's fee. I'm keeping the money. I'm handing over the person.
I think that's bang out of order.
If you were
I
at
don't
an
give a damn.
ATM and someone put their pin in, took a grand out, walked away,
And they forgot
forgot,
it.
and you saw the money come out, would you take it? Would you run after them?
How far have they gone down the street?
Bruv,
About a minute and a half.
that's a long time.
A minute and a half.
My knees won't carry me that far.
Is it a busy
Asda.
street? Because I can't really see them.
No,
Like,
it's quiet.
Dad.
It's a parking lot outside Asda. This is a true story, by the way.
If it's dark,
You
really
give the
dark,
money
I
back
can't
in
see.
it.
I'm not saying yet. I'm gonna wait to see
Alright.
what everyone else says first.
if the person literally just walked off and they were within like grabbing distance, I'll say, yo, big man, you left your money. If they were a minute down the road, that's mine. I'll be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. A grand, I'm gonna try and find them still. I feel bad taking that. I'm not gonna lie.
So this is about 10 years ago, late in Asda, and I took the money, and it was about £1,000. Actually, it wasn't £1,000. It was probably the max
I was
that you
gonna
could
say, it
take
can't be
out.
a
Like it was
grand.
about £300.
Yeah, I think
Machines
it-
can't
yeah,
take that
yeah.
much.
No, you
Yeah.
can. Some accounts allow you to take out a grand a day.
Yeah, it was a lot of money,
Is it
especially
out of the
back
cash machine?
then.
Yeah.
And I saw the guy walking off to the distance. He was like by TK Maxx.
Yeah.
And then I got in my car and I saw him turn around and I just drove off.
You are.
And then I
Devious
felt
child.
really bad.
To be fair, you know what?
And then
I think I would give it back because karma.
No, but the
But
thing
that-
is, it's not. I don't think
That's
it's.
not karma.
I don't really
Karma's a
think it's
bitch.
karma. Do you know what it is though?
There was no
I
planning.
don't really see it as you weren't malicious. Do you understand what I
Yeah.
mean? So like, no, you weren't. Think about it. Yeah.
No,
No,
but
no,
if,
no, no, no.
if you saw the person and they were in eye view, like you could see
Yeah.
them. So all you got to do is a young shout or a young run, and they're there for you.
Wait, hold on. But she saw them. She
Yeah.
saw the individual.
Yeah.
She took the money, went back in the car. He was on his way back. If she saw him when she saw the money,
Oh
you
no,
know,
that's fine. So
yeah.
as you took the money, you didn't see him or know where he was.
no,
You saw
no.
him, but
I saw someone coming back
Back to
and
the
I
cash
assumed
machine.
that it would be him.
I was assuming it was because
Yeah,
the way
it
he
was
was
like
looking.
it was a lone soul like in the middle of the parking lot. It must have been about midnight.
Okay.
So I assumed that it would be him.
Okay.
And instead of asking him, because then I thought he could just say that it was his, even
Of
though
course.
it's not.
Yeah.
So I just
Darling,
took it.
you're in the clear because
Yeah,
there's no evidence to say
you're
that
good.
was him.
You're good. If I saw you go to the cash point, put your pin in, walk away, and I'm like, oh, right, you left the money in there, I'm going to have to try and do something about it. I can't take your £500 and just sleep well tonight.
I felt
Gina?
guilty for about a week, then I forgot about it.
Just look at me like, what are you talking about?
Oh, cool. So, if the person was right there, then obviously I'm gonna be like, oh guys, whatever, and I'm just gonna pray that God's gonna bless me in return. But I don't think you did anything wrong. I would have done the
Yeah,
same
you
thing. And think about it, this whole running after them stuff, that's extra work.
This ain't Hollywood.
I mean,
Again, it depends how far they are down the road.
I've never told anybody that story before because
I
I've
was
carried,
thinking, why
I've
haven't I
carried the
heard
guilt
was
for
it the
10 years.
was it the
Guilty.
Asda cash point? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know. So I know logistics wise,
Yeah.
what you're talking about. That's not that close. It's not far.
He
but
was
it's
all
not.
the way at TK Maxx.
Yeah.
coming
So
back.
he's not like. No, you're all right, man.
Okay.
No,
good.
I think you're fine. Yeah.
And
no.
again, there was no evidence, like
Like
solid
you had no
evidence
solid.
that
It's
that
not
was
like
him.
you actually saw him.
No.
So that, yeah, no, you're fine.
Obviously, it's pretty obvious it was him, but I'm just, you know what I mean?
Trying to soften the
that
blow.
money went
Like-
to IKEA anyway.
Like, you guys are the only ones in the car park at a certain time of night.
Yeah,
I was just
exactly.
thinking, hold on, why haven't I heard this story? But
All right, so have you introed them properly or did we have to stop? Have we done it again?
No, you can do that.
All right, guys, this is Meet Us Up to 7, Wagwan. 2 special guests in the building. I'm sure you've heard his voice before. The Almanac, aka John, and the beautiful Danielle.
Hello.
hello. What's happening?
I have a
Back
soundboard.
again.
But I can't bother.
Wow.
Together, they collectively.
Hold on. Love, soundboard, bro. Treat us like any other guest. What's all this?
Man said I have a soundboard, but I can't be bothered.
Imagine.
Are you rude?
Oh, blimey.
There you go, guys. All right. We also got a 5th and a 6th guest in the building. We got Brent and his beard. No, Brent's
Guys,
beard.
I told you about it last week, innit? So I'm going to give an update. So in the space of a week, it's looking very healthy.
Yeah, by the live show, I'm going to cut it off.
Why?
Just
Why?
to spite everybody looking to come to see my beard.
Are you alright?
No, you stop doing it. I will cut it off. If you continue, I will cut it off.
Why?
Because people will come looking for me for my beard.
Okay.
I'll cut it off.
You could charge
I'm
money
coming
for
to the
it.
live show just to see Brent's beard.
Sorry, superstar.
It is. Do you know what I mean? If you do it, I'm going to cut it off.
All right, okay. All right.
Brent, not too much.
Collectively, they are Piin. Yes?
We are.
We are
Indeed.
Piin. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. When we first met, I was trying to learn a bit about you and you telling me a bit about your lifestyle. And as we came in, you gave us a little update. So you've got a young little hottie living in your house. What?
Yeah, I met this young lad at Wireless. He was super cute and decided that he should move in and pay me rent. So he moved in last week.
Hold on.
Pardon?
Hold on. These two are confused, so we need a bit of background story to...
What is a young little hottie?
He's fit. He's 25. He used to play football. Great legs. Cute little face. Nice lips.
Okay,
I
cool.
thought he'd be nice eye candy around my house.
So he's basically like a tenant.
Yeah.
A tenant you smash or a tenant?
Jesus, very confused.
We messed around.
Okay.
Hold on. Give her the story you told me in terms of like your morals and views in regards to dating and stuff.
Because he was like, no, he gave me the heads up. He was like, it'll be a very interesting topic. I mean, a very interesting episode
Yeah.
conversation.
When he came to meet me and I introduced him and they were talking, I could just see Yusuf's face. He was like, oh, this is an episode.
This is gold.
I think my views aren't that dissimilar to most women now in the 21st century. I just think that in terms of intimacy and sexual experiences, we should be pretty equal and not be ashamed to kind of disclaim what we do and who we do it with, as long as it's obviously protecting the other person.
Yes. I agree. Do you agree, Gina? Brent?
Make sure and speak directly into the mic,
Yeah,
please.
I'll-
We need to hear you this episode.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I'll get myself into a lot of trouble.
Brent's engaged.
Yeah, so, I've obviously been working on Piin. I'm an entrepreneur now, so I've stopped my full-time employment. So 8 months of not working, need some additional money. Came across this nice little hottie.
You're talking about him like he's a piece of meat, love.
He is.
Okay.
If he didn't look that good, I wouldn't have invited him to live in my house. I wasn't really looking for a tenant. It just so happened that he was cute
Okay.
and he offered me money to share my house.
I don't like the way you keep calling him cute, bruv.
Why?
Because man's not out here trying to be some like meat thing, bro.
But he's 25.
Show us men some respect, love.
Mate,
Right.
No, I'm playing. All right, so hold on. You were telling me before that you don't see yourself getting married
No.
or having kids, right?
No.
All right, so
Not on the
you're
agenda.
just doing Playboy.
I don't know
Basically.
about Playboy. I think Playboy would assume that I lie to people or mislead them. I'm very direct with what I want and what I don't want.
very,
and I
very,
don't
very, very, very
mince
direct.
my words.
So what is it that you want and what is it that you don't want?
I really believe in polyamory.
Okay.
Crystal.
I don't want to
Okay.
commit myself to one person. I think life's all about experiences and pillow talk. Pillow talk's probably the best thing in the world, really. As is variety.
You know why I'm laughing, innit?
Why?
Tell him your condition.
What
Oh, what with
condition?
pillow talk?
Oh, so I've never let a man sleep in my bed. He has to sleep anywhere but my bed.
That's fine with me.
Even in long-term relationships, I've always made
Okay,
my
that's
partner
good.
sleep in another room.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't like sharing my bed.
That's like you, innit?
Yeah, I'm the same.
It's not even
But
any
with
deeper
my
than that.
long-term partner,
Do
I'm
you know
sharing
what
the bed.
this reminds me of, yeah? What's the Spike Lee thing?
Do the right thing.
She's got it.
No. Is that what it is? The Netflix series. Yeah, with Nola.
Yeah.
It is maybe. I think it is. She's
I
got
didn't
out
watch
of
it.
And with Nola Darling, that's her name in it.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry. Did you ever watch it?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
Sounds
but
good though.
it literally, you should watch it
Okay.
because she's she's a bit similar to you in the sense where she's just very free spirited. She's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's dating like 3 different guys, but they all know that she's dating all. She's making it very obvious. She's like, look, and she's got rules. You can't stay at her house. Like, I don't think, but no, you can't stay over. But I think sex has to be in her house or in her bed. Like she doesn't. She won't come to anywhere else.
Same. I haven't been to any man's house in probably 20 years.
So she doesn't, she's got a lot of rules. But then all the guys are actually in love with her. So they all want to, one of them's married or separated. And he wants to actually like take her seriously. She's like, no. And then there's a younger boy who's like her toy boy. And then there's like an artist guy, because she's an artist as well. So she has like 3 different guys from like different, who all are very, very different. But I think the end of season 1, she invites them all around for dinner.
I think I might have seen this actually.
Awkward. It's so awkward.
Yeah, all of them together.
They're all there for dinner, but she doesn't obviously tell them that they're all coming there.
Yeah.
So they're all there.
Do they know that they're each?
Yeah, it becomes very apparent and obvious when they're all there. But she's just like, meet this person, meet this person. I think she has like a Thanksgiving dinner, but it's just. But anyway, watch it.
Yeah. What was her goal for doing that? Entertainment or?
I don't really know. And I didn't watch season 2, and then I heard it got cancelled.
Yeah.
But it's on Netflix. I think it's called She's Gotta Have It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she like females as well.
Did she?
Are you into females as well?
No.
Okay.
I've dabbled in the past, but it's not something I pursue actively.
Okay. How old are you?
42.
That's why she keeps calling me young boy.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted to say, but I didn't know if I should say it. Or you should say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of my age.
Why?
Well, you would do.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Why?
To be fair, you're only 42.
Because of
That's
this, I've experienced a lot.
What
And
the hell is the secret?
simple face wash and lots of macadamia
No,
oil.
she just told you. Polyamory.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Exactly. No stress.
No stress.
No man in
no
their bed.
way are you 42?
Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I can vouch.
Oh my gosh.
I've known this one since he was in nappies.
All right. I didn't bring you here for that.
Babysitting.
You said she's 42.
I
know.
I'm rattled.
Yeah.
Not really.
What?
Nah, she looks 42.
But she's not.
Yeah. Did you just get rattled just now when I said you look 42?
No. I was just about to
It's a good
say
thing, yeah.
you're only as young as the man you feel.
There you go.
Whoa.
There you go.
No, but you really don't look your. You probably get that a lot and you're over it. It's like, I hear this all the time. Wow.
Yeah, I'd say white people put me at 28, which is ridiculous, and then most black
Not
people
really,
put me
though.
at 32.
No, that is a bit ridiculous.
What? That she looks 28?
I would have said,
I think she
33.
28.
I think
No,
33.
she definitely looks like she's in her 30s.
Thank you.
That is-
Brent
the eyes.
disagrees.
No. It's not a bad thing
It's
that you
the
look
eyes,
42.
it's the eyes.
No, it's
I've
not a
seen
bad.
many 42-year-olds that look younger than her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
can understand it.
No, it's a bad
Yeah.
thing, but
I can't. Sorry. It's
In
only
the- in the
because
black
I
community,
don't know
it's
that many,
normal.
though.
Yeah, I think in the black community it's normal, but I
Can you hear
think
this?
Yeah. I thought it was someone's
they're
phone. But
fuzzing.
Wow. So how long have you had this? Have you always had this stance, or has it come through experience?
I think I've always had it. I've always been quite predatory when it comes to people that I like. I think every guy that I've ever dated, I've approached them as opposed to the other way around.
Wolfpack.
And I think part of that was I went to an all-white school when I was younger in Bristol. And I was seen as a bit of a novelty, but I think most people were kind of scared.
John, is that you?
I'm convinced it's here.
There you go, it's gone. It is you.
It is you.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think because the guys that I liked wouldn't approach me, I ended up having to make the first move. So I became very confident and comfortable,
Yeah.
quite young, just getting what I wanted.
Okay.
And do you only date guys younger than you?
No, for me it is very visual. So if the guy's 40 but looks younger,
Oh, so he has to look younger.
yeah, I do like a fresh face.
So this 25-year-old.
So you like young looking guys?
What
Yeah,
succubus
and
is-
body is really important to me. Like physique is really important.
Okay.
This 25-year-old, did he move to you or you moved to him?
He definitely moved to
He
me.
moved to you. All right. So did you lot sleep together? Then you decided to let him move in, or was it the opposite?
So we didn't actually sleep together.
Okay.
I basically said to him at Wireless, "You're coming home with me," and that was it.
But what for though?
To mess around, but we just didn't end up. We ended up just like dancing around.
Oh,
and
so your plan
drinking.
was to.
Yeah, the
but it
plan
never
was to,
happens.
but we just had a vibe,
Okay.
and then it didn't happen. And then we stayed in contact, and then
And now he's got a new home.
Yeah,
So he moved to you, but you told him you're coming home with me.
yeah.
Mad still.
The interesting thing for me with all of this is most of what Danielle says is, if a guy says, "Oh, I don't want a relationship. I just want to do what he's doing," no one says anything. Whenever we have this conversation and she says something, everyone looks at her like she's crazy.
Yeah, because it's not the norm.
Well, you looked at her like she was crazy.
No, because obviously your stance is fine, but it's not the norm for a woman to maybe be so vocal about it. I guess.
I think women think it; they're just not vocal about it.
Yeah. So I've never really heard this before. Maybe Crystal gives me similar vibes, but
it's because I think women are embarrassed.
Yes, but why is it different?
Why is it different? I don't know. I'm not going to answer that. I don't know.
I've heard it before, but
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
Because Crystal just listened to this pod and she will message me.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about, East? What you saying?
So I don't know who Crystal is, but I've heard this before, but articulated very differently. And a lot of the time, it's just about the sex element. Well, I want to be able to do what I'm doing, etc. There's a little bit more in sort of Danielle's view. There's a little more padding to it. It's more about not being in a relationship, more about not having kids, etc.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's slightly different.
For me, it's about ownership. I don't want to be owned by anybody. I've been in a lot of relationships where someone's tried to own me or control me, either it's emotionally or with money. And because I've always been quite independent, I think that's also kind of shaped my views on a kind of emotional or spiritual ownership.
But how many relationships did that happen in terms of like the man feeling like...
Pretty much all of them. I seem to attract guys who think they want an independent, strong woman. And then once you get settled into the relationship, they start trying to manipulate you in some ways.
Yeah, but, there's independent, strong woman and then there's you in it.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because the thing is, obviously, I don't see ownership as a part of a relationship. So if you're attracting guys who are always,
Is it ownership?
No, I don't know. Ownership, is that part of a relationship? How?
No, I said I don't think it is.
I
don't think it is.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're attracting guys who are like that is like...
Yeah, but Danielle might say it's ownership, but someone else might not. That's the point. It's the lens to...
So hold on, so
she sees it through.
define ownership. Is it guys who are constantly telling you what to do, where to go, how to dress and all that stuff? Or
who you communicate with.
Okay.
Oh,
so like
that
proper
kind
like
of thing.
obsessive
That's like
and
controlling guys.
That's insecurity though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But why do you think you attract those type of guys?
I think everybody does. I mean, would
Do
you
they?
be comfortable with your girl chatting to a male friend that she met 2 weeks ago? You've been dating her for a year.
Yeah.
She met a guy 2 weeks ago. Now she's
Yeah.
talking to him on WhatsApp. Would you ask her to stop talking to him?
I'll ask her why she's talking to him and who he is.
No, I'll just ask who he is. I'm not going to ask her why she's talking to him.
Okay, but you're asking her who he is because you're uncomfortable with her having that conversation with him.
No, I'm asking her who he is because he's someone new in your life. As your partner, I should know.
Yeah, if my girlfriend...
I think you're lying. I think that
No, seriously.
so then why are you curious about the person?
Because if it was the other way around, I would expect that if someone new came into my life, you'd have a right to know. If we're
A right
together.
to know or an interest? Because you just spun it as you were interested because it's part of her life, so you're intrigued by this new person that's bringing her some kind of joy, as opposed to you
Good question.
being kind of irritated or perturbed that she might be sexually attracted to someone else.
Yeah. No, but if that's my girlfriend, why should she be meeting new guys?
Why not? Life's all about new relationships and
Well,
making new
There's no
friends.
issue with meeting new guys. though.
That's
It depends why.
not for me personally. I don't want my girlfriend going out and meeting
Wait,
bare
wait,
new
wait.
guys.
So
Hold on,
that
so
to
wait,
me is ownership.
But hold on. But so if you're in a relationship,
Yeah,
would you be meeting new guys though? Because you can meet new people
Alright,
at
cool.
work. You can meet new people socially.
obviously.
No, but I get what
Come
he
on,
means. Though.
I ain't talking about work. I'm talking about a guy can't approach my girl.
Yeah.
If a guy approaches a girl, it's for what? Not for friendship,
No,
right?
but no, that's
He's
what I'm
moving
saying.
to
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Be specific because you can meet people in different situations. You
Yeah,
go
work
to
is
Gina's
fine.
house for a drink up
Work is fine, obviously.
and meet someone, and do you know what I mean? You can meet
Even
people
in the
different
working
situations.
environment.
Yeah.
No, but that's fair. But
Yeah,
I mean, like,
working environment is cool,
Yeah.
career,
Yeah.
whatever. But if it's,
What you're saying is, if someone moves to your girl, she shouldn't.
I think everyone knows what I mean when I'm saying this. Though.
I'm just.
but go on. If someone moves to a
No,
girl,
no.
what?
So what you said, if someone moves to a girl in that way,
Yeah.
you're not expecting your girlfriend to accept that and progress that.
No.
Obviously, not,
Even
John.
me as a female, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't do that, and vice versa. I'd hope that it would be the other way around because I just see it as you're opening a door that could potentially be really, really messy.
Of course, but
Especially if you know the person's intentions. Like it's like when I meet guys and they're like, "Oh, I'm interested in you," and you tell them you've got a boyfriend. The next thing is, I want to be your friend. But you don't want to be my friend because you want to fuck me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're not approached. Like you've made it very clear.
Yeah.
You've not approached me because you want to be my friend.
Yeah.
You've approached me because you're physically attracted
Yeah,
to
of
me.
course.
And I guess the next best thing is being my friend. But let's be honest, you don't genuinely
He's not
get
You're waiting for the
my
door.
friends,
You're waiting for the door. You're waiting for
But
the door.
do you not think you could be friends just because the person finds you attractive?
No, because I haven't got the energy of a time for your advances. It's you know when it's annoying? For me, it's like I don't want to be in that space where, prime example, the gym. Do you remember the guy who practically reads the dictionary that I kept sending to the
Oh,
group?
yeah.
Right. So there's this guy in my gym, and he what's it called? He came up to me in the gym one day and was just like, I'm really impressed by how you train. I was like, oh, thank you. He was like, oh, it's very rare that you meet women. Again, I was thinking, really? I was like, where's this conversation going? It's very rare that you meet women in the gym that know what they're doing, but you proper like I'm watching your form. I'm thinking, why are you watching me? But I'm watching your form wherever it's sick. I said, yeah, fair enough, thank you. Then he's like, what'd you do? I was like, I'm a PT. He was like, oh, sick. And I said to him, and the thing is, his training was very impressive. So I was watching him anyway, like slyly. I thought, raw, like, you know when there's one person in the gym just doing something completely different. So I said, are you an athlete? Because he was literally training like an athlete. He was like, no, he comes from a sports background though, blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, do I have a training part? And I said, no, and to be fair, I'm trying to kind of like get out my comfort zone and challenge myself. So at first, like it was very simple and like, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna come on the weekends and the mornings. If you're on it, let's link up, whatnot. So he was like, also he works in the city, and like we just started talking about like work and business and kind of like putting things together. So I was like, do you know what? Let's meet up and like whatever and train and talk and whatnot. So he's like, all right, let's just exchange numbers. So I'm like, all right, cool. This is fine. In the back of my mind, I thought this could go left, but let me not have that typical mindset that every guy that talks to me is trying to move to me, right? So I was like, all right, cool, fine. Fair enough. Met up, we trained. And again, the session was very, it was normal, but little weird things like were happening. Not weird things, but like, you know, I hate people touching me in general. Like, don't touch me. especially the opposite sex. Like, in that kind of environment, it's annoying, especially if it's like, with your phone. I got this, bro. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Like, just tell me. You don't have to touch me. So he's proper like I'm doing something. He's like, you're doing it wrong. You do it this way. But rather than telling me, he's like, touch it. Yeah.
He's positioning you.
Yeah, and I'm getting really annoyed. Not annoyed, but I'm just thinking, no.
It's uncomfortable.
I
Feel violated.
Yeah, I don't like it. So I'm like, no, I've got this. It's cool. Like, just like, do you know what I mean? So I'm managing the situation. I'm making it very clear, like, nah, cool, left like that. We left now. Finished training, brilliant. And then I get this, literally, it was like a dissertation. Like, essay.
Wow.
Essay of basically him saying, oh, it was really amazing to meet you. Who would have thought like that just by having like, you know when it's like they're trying to be very intellectual and use these huge words, like you couldn't stop laughing because I was like, no, I need to use a thesaurus for some of these words because
Really?
bro, I don't
Was he
really
playing
get it.
Scrabble, yeah?
He was literally going in, but basically saying how even though I had like a resting bitch face or like a do not approach me vibe, he still kind of spoke to me and I'm a really nice person and he's so happy to see like this friendship be birthed. And you know when I'm just thinking, you are really...
He was doing prayer.
Like, but it was so long. Like when I sent it, I had to send it in bits. That's how long it was. And it was like, oh, I've never met a woman who, it's so amazing to meet a woman who's so driven, who's so, you know when it's just like, then it's like, I don't know if you like compliments. Oh, it was just too much. And I was like,
smoke up your ass.
and I thought, see, this is why I should have just done like, it, do you know what I mean? Like if I had gone with my normal approach, I wouldn't be dealing with this. This would be fine. But it was like, when I got it, I thought, oh, this is annoying. Then I was like, how do I handle this? Because I can, and the way I wanted to handle it, Jessie was like, no, it's too harsh. Or like, Yusuff was like, it's a low blow. Or like, they were like, no, you can't say that. And I thought, this is the problem though, yeah? Because if you don't go for the jugular, then you're going to mislead someone and then it starts becoming something, do you know what I mean? So I was like, but this is what I mean though. Like, I literally should have just continued with my resting bitch face and kept it moving because now I've tried to be friendly or like, do you know what I mean? And I have to deal with this nonsense. Do you get what I mean?
Up the wrong vibes.
Yeah. So for me moving forward, so that's why I don't think I can be friends with someone who's, do you get what I mean? Who's attracted to me or like, yeah, I can't go down that road because it's like, especially if the person knows you have a partner, Like, why are you messaging me every day? Oh, hi, I'm fine. Like, the conversation's not gonna go anywhere.
Well, your original point, Danielle, was about you made a friend though. So that's why I said to you what I said to you. It's about there's moving to people and there's genuinely just making new friends. So if you made a new friend...
Yeah, making new friends is cool, but...
I just want to know who your new friend is.
Yeah, but
there's nothing wrong with that.
If a guy approaches my girl, 9 times out of 10 is not to be her friend.
Oh, of course, I wasn't talking about the situation, but when Danielle said a new friend, it could mean anything. I know you, it's not just a guy moving to you. You could literally meet a new friend.
If the guy was ugly, would you let her be her friend?
No, I don't care.
I don't think, for me,
Looks
I
don't matter.
don't even think looks matter.
Looks don't matter, man. Some man, they will charm their way in somehow.
Nah,
looks don't matter.
It's still a no, because the thing is, why are you talking to him? For what purpose? Is he your work friend? Cool. If he's your work colleague, cool. You can. But if he's just a guy off the road, why did you even give him your number? It makes no sense.
Dude, I'm laughing because I can imagine you saying this to a girl, you know. That's what I'm laughing. What are you talking to him for?
No, but why would my girl give a guy off the road her number? For what purpose?
So that's interesting because when you said ownership, I would
You
consider that
as
ownership.
Yes.
Yeah.
some
Someone
people
telling me
wouldn't.
who
I
I
wouldn't
can't
know.
talk to.
But the thing is, I don't see it as who I don't personally see it as someone telling me who I can and can't talk to because I understand it. Do you get what I mean? Like, if you're telling me I can't talk to my work colleague, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Like, but if I understand the context behind it and I know that if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd feel uncomfortable in that situation, then I'd get it and I wouldn't see it as, why are you trying to control me or something I kind of can't talk to. It's only if it's like, if it's a friend that I've known prior to you, that's when I see it as ownership because it's like,
I agree.
but they were here before you.
Yeah.
And who's to say that you're gonna stay? Like, not in that way, but do you get what I mean? So I think in those situations, that's when I would see it more as ownership. But if it's like a new person, I'd be like, oh, hi friend. If this is your new friend, they're my friend as well, isn't it? Like, so who's our new friend?
Yeah. Who's Janet?
Yeah.
I think a lot of my male relationships have started off with the guy liking me, but I managed to nip it in the bud and they're some of my best friends now. So I kind of think differently like that. And plus I'm not a jealous person, so I don't care who my partner makes friends with. I literally have not a curious bone in my body. You could stick me in a guy's house and I won't open one drawer, pick up his phone once. I couldn't give 2 shits about who he's talking to.
Because you're a different animal, that's the thing. So like, you're coming from a complete different perspective than others. Hence why you wouldn't really care if your partner is talking to other girls because for you...
He's going to do what he wants to do anyway.
Yeah. So for you, but most girls don't think the way you think.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But you know what also for me though, it's because I see it as disrespect though. Do you get what I mean? And I hate disrespect. So I would see it as if a lot of the time I trust my partner in it. So it's the other person's intentions. And if for example, if a guy moves to me and he knows I've got a partner, but he wants to be my friend and I allow him to be my friend, I feel like I'm disrespecting my partner because I know this guy's intentions.
He's just my friend.
Like, I know his intentions. He's made it very clear what his intentions are. But I've now allowed him like an inch in. He's going to see it as...
She's on it.
Or she don't rate her man that much because if that was the case, why would she even entertain me? And then I start speaking to him all the time. But you've got a man. So do you get what I mean? I don't want to... I see it as that's disrespecting my partner. And that's feeding into somebody else's ego that I don't even need to be doing.
Well, even the point you made before about, if it's a friend before. I've been in situations before when I'm like, well, hold on. How do you know this guy? And it was that situation there. The guy tried it. She didn't have it at the time. Man's
and they became
lingering.
friends. Yeah.
And I said something at the time, and because I'm not controlling, I didn't go as far as saying
you can't speak to him.
You can't speak to him. But you know my views on it. And lo and behold, he fucked up and sent some messages he shouldn't have. So I was like, there you go.
Yeah.
And that's only happened because he thought there was the window was ajar and he tried to burgle the house.
A lot of
but then
friendships are guys who've tried to move to a girl for whatever reason.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out, or
they
slept together and now they're friends.
See, I was gonna say I've got friends and people around me that in the past they've tried to move to me as well. Yeah, and it didn't happen, and we've
become friends.
Yeah, so I get both. I get both ways, but
no new friends.
Yeah, I'm just not here for I'm proper no new friends.
But it's regulation, I guess. If you meet someone today, if he doesn't get any of that vibe from that person, then clearly you guys are operating that relationship in the right way.
Yeah.
There must have been something about that guy and the way he was moving that made me say, because I'm someone, I have female friends. I'm not a hypocrite. I have female friends.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if no one's worried, then you're regulating. It's all within the boundaries.
No, that's true though, because I've got a lot of male friends as well. So,
but with you, I would say I don't think most of the guys who you're
That I'm
friends with are
friends
guys who
who've moved to. No, not like my close, like
Yeah.
the guys that I'd be
Exactly.
at their houses or that we speak on the phone
Well,
and stuff.
then-
Like the close ones around me that my partner will even know, they're not people that. Actually, one of them. Yeah, but it's like.
But 10 years ago or something.
Yeah, I was going to say secondary
Yeah.
school,
Yeah,
so it's proper not that deep.
Mm.
But generally speaking, yeah, it is what it is.
It's interesting still.
So this lodger of yours, has he brought back girls yet?
No, but I have met the girl that he's messing around with.
Mm.
And I approve of her, so it's fine.
If you didn't approve of
You
her,
approve.
Why'd you
what happened?
approve of her?
In terms of if I can imagine him bringing some chick back to my house and I'm very particular about my space, then I'm okay with it being her. That's what I mean. Is it not like, okay, she's hot, so I approve.
Yeah.
As in like, she seems
It's your house, isn't it?
respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
If you
Yeah.
didn't approve, what would happen though?
I'd probably set some rules. I haven't really set that many rules in the house apart
Like
from
what?
you can't bring
That's a tenant lodger thing,
friends.
isn't it?
Yeah,
More than a relationship thing.
Yeah, so it's not
But
really
he and I
ownership.
haven't been
Yeah.
messing around since he
Tenant
moved
lodger.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
We haven't messed around since he's been in. He's walked around the house shirtless with a cap on. I know what he's trying to do.
I was trying to tell. He's trying to tempt you, girl.
He's doing first trap, yeah?
So you're not budging.
A cap?
He's trying.
A hat, innit?
I know what a cap
Oh,
is.
you mean
The fact
what
that he's
Starkers?
seems
Just
like-
top.
Top off, jeans, baseball cap.
Wow.
But a
Just
cap
trying to
seems
look
to be
sexy.
something that, triggers her. What is it about a
It's-
cap?
It's the cap. It's sexy.
Yeah, I was thinking, why mention the
It's
cap?
sexy.
You
No,
mentioned the
would
cap
you
for a reason.
Why would you
I
have a
think-
t-shirt on and no cap and jeans? Never shorts.
No,
I think it's
he
the,
was
I don't get why he has
wearing
the
it.
hat, though.
combination. It's the combination of the hat and the toplessness that makes it sexy.
Mm.
You know
Look at
what?
her face.
I might try that, Top and a hat.
Nah,
jeans.
you know what?
No top.
Mm.
No top hat. That's it.
Sorry, no top, jeans and a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Try it. See how it
It
goes.
all looks still. So where's this going, you and this guy? Is it like
Well, it's kind of awkward because
Oh,
on
is it?
Sunday I wanted to invite some ting
What's wrong with that,
ting
man?
rounds.
A ting round, yeah.
A ting round. And I was like, are you coming back or not? And he said, Danielle, if you want to invite someone around, just do it. Don't mind me. But I couldn't. I had to really know whether or not he was going to come back in the
is
house
it?
or not. So I thought, can I really I'm
So imagine
kind of
it-
second
But
guessing
why do you
whether or
think?
not
Why
I
is
can
it
do
awkward
this.
for you?
Yeah.
I thought you were really committed
I'm-
to this lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you even
So
care.
That's what I'm shocked.
Same.
Like, why'd you care?
Got a feeling for him, huh?
I think,
You show some cracks.
so
man.
first of
Alright.
all, when I mess around in my house, I don't like fucking in my bed.
Okay.
So
Hold on.
Oh,
Considering
right. So if it's going to be on the
it's
sofa,
gonna
and you
be on the
open the door.
sofa or anywhere else in the house, I don't need him walking in.
Man's going to get
Yeah.
orange juice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I don't mess with side things in my bed.
So the only person in your bed is your partner.
Yeah, if I'm in a
Okay.
relationship, then
Yeah.
I'll sleep. with
How do you
someone in my
remember all
bed.
these rules, man?
That's
Then you
I
slip
live,
up.
I
You
live
ever-
by them.
you ever slip up?
No.
Has anyone ever made you break any of your rules? Have you ever lost yourself in the moment?
Has anyone slept over in your bed?
No. Someone tried to, and then I said, either you're getting out or I get out. And he was like comatose. So I just end up getting out and sleeping in the other room because I couldn't be bothered with it.
Is it because you don't feel comfortable, or you just have rules that you just have to live by?
I just can't fall asleep with someone in my bed.
I'm like you, to be fair,
I don't
But-
like being touched either. I'm like you, I'm not very tactile.
but I do fall asleep
so-
eventually. But
It's just not a
I'll be
sweet
awake.
one.
I'll be awake for a
time.
long time
Yeah.
before I fall asleep. And I'll be in and out of sleep as
Even in
well.
a relationship?
No, in a relationship, in my last relationship, it took me a while, but after a while, it was cool. But if it's a girl, a new girl who I've just met, I'll be.
Right.
What was that?
She said she doesn't like being touched, and nobody delved into that. I'm not understanding how are you having sex if it is that you like being touched.
No, after the sex.
Outside of
After the sex.
the intimate situation, I don't like. I'm a bit of a flincher. Like if we're in a cinema and you touch my knee, I'd just be like, "What are you touching me for?" It's
Oh,
like
frigid, huh?
I need to be.
I'm so done. I just don't like strangers. touching
Yeah,
me.
exactly. I value my personal space, no matter where it is, whether it's on a train or at home.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't like people I don't know touching me.
Yeah, same.
100%.
Yeah.
Your hands off my shoulder, fool.
Especially in public, the PDA thing, people trying to put their arms around me.
That's fine, man. Come on.
No, I don't like it. I
It's
don't
not
like
good.
any form of other people thinking that there's some kind of ownership.
I've got a friend like you. I always
Yeah.
used to tease him and be like, I don't know how you're going to do it.
I don't know who's watching.
Let them watch. Put on a show for them.
Yeah,
what
but
you talking about?
she's got
We said Tuesday might be watching it.
She's got too many. There's too many like potential. So it's
listen.
like you never know.
Oh, you mean?
Listen,
oh,
Afro.
that's a
Let me
thing.
tell you about Afro Nation.
You were there.
Yeah.
Living best life. Ain't
You
got
don't
time.
want to know what I got up to in Afro Nation.
No,
Tell
please,
us.
please,
Yo,
sis.
She's
I'm
not
not gonna
ashamed.
lie.
You need to
Can
sell
you
this.
please
I
tell
bet.
us what you got?
She's
up
here to sell
Man.
polyamory.
Nick,
She's
fam.
not going to hold anything
No, no,
back.
no.
Bring it.
Danielle.
Bring it.
You don't have to
Put your
convince
hand down.
her.
Wait. Can I just quickly?
Gina, you don't have to convince her.
No, can I quickly go to the toilet? I can't miss this. So just take a minute. I'm just quickly gonna relieve myself so I can fully.
You're
take it in.
42, doing Afro Nation. You're a G, you know.
My brother's gonna kill
I was
me.
literally walking
You've been
around
hearing
in
her
a
lingo,
bikini.
right?
Huh?
Side things,
Yeah, of course.
ting ting.
She's down. And the thing is, because she don't look her age, she's just there. Just, yeah, I'm 26. Just lying to niggas.
So there's
Mate.
a Twitter feed.
What's that?
Oh my god!
There's a Twitter feed called Afro.
About the Afro Nation, the sexcapades.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
we
Mate,
used
I
to see
saved a lot of them. and
Me
I'm just like,
too. Me
watch
too.
I think a lot of them were lies.
I don't think so because it was all anonymous. So the girls had no reason to lie. They
Yeah, but
just sent
some of
in
them are just so far fetched.
that. Can we
What,
verify?
one
can we
guy
verify this
every
actually
single
sent
night.
them, though?
And people were fucking in the toilets.
No, but
the women were in the men's
Yeah,
toilets.
that's nothing. A girl said that she came to the beach with her man, left with another guy, fucked him, and came back to the beach. I
Yeah,
don't believe that happened.
it happened.
Yes.
Trust me.
Yes, allow it.
Listen,
we've seen situations.
the
in
shit
our
that
time,
I
bro.
saw in
Allow
Afro
it, allow it.
Nation,
That
I will
could
never
happen.
unseen.
No, I'm not saying it can't happen, but you didn't do
And
that.
and there was
You left
one-
your man to go and fuck a guy and come back and this. Nah,
Yo, women.
that's a lie.
No,
Nah,
I-
bro.
no,
Trust me. Trust me.
You witches.
I'll tell you something off air.
I swear. Got the inside scoop, baby. I am appalled.
Why?
So,
She went Afro Nation.
No, with the girls who were cheating on their man.
so
Oh,
there was
yeah.
one. There was
Maybe
one
that was
girl who met a guy who had a girlfriend, and she said, "I want to fuck you," and he was like, "Me too."
But
and they
his girl
literally
was
went.
there.
Yeah.
And they
They
went into the toilet.
Yeah.
But I was seeing that all day
I missed a
long.
trick, man. I should've went.
I'm dead.
Yeah, it's gonna be packed next year. Everyone trying to get on it.
But I saw
I'm
mad videos, man.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, I think it's all the same videos that are circulating around.
Yeah.
So
Alright, cool.
I was talking to 7 guys. So I was hiding every single day. I was ducking and diving, like because people were on my WhatsApp and I was ignoring them, and I knew exactly who I wanted to see that day.
Oh, you had
So-
schedules. It was only 4 days,
Yeah.
girl. So whew,
You a pimp.
Exactly.
you had to do double shifts.
I think
I
she want me
did.
for my pimp juice.
So I was pissed off because the
Right.
guy that I picked to
Yeah.
mess with refused to go down on me. And I'm
Oh.
like, why am I wasting this experience
fucking nigga.
for a guy who isn't gonna have equal
'Cause
opportunities?
he's a young buck, isn't it?
Yeah, but
No,
you
he
know,
was 32, Nigerian, buff,
How was he?
buff as
Okay.
fuck.
oh, is it?
Gorgeous. I literally walked up to him and I was just like, women were tripping up
Yeah.
over his muscles, like literally
Yeah.
falling on the sand. Or they
Yeah.
walked past him. He was pretty fit.
Shit. Should've went.
So go on. That can't be your. Like, I'm all in. I know,
But you see the regret in his face.
No, it's fine. You get me?
it really isn't fine. I know Yusuf's been burning.
FOMO!
What do you mean?
No,
Big
no,
time.
Do you not remember?
Capital
was
FOMO.
it last? No, not last week. The week before when he was watching that video and was like, "Afro Nation, man." Of course you're pissed.
Oh, God.
There's one in Ghana in December. Go to that one.
Listen, carry on.
So I did a lot of collecting. So I collected some people, and the guy that came around on Sunday,
Yeah.
I'd collected. So I was standing in VIP, and I saw like this group of nakedness just walking past, and I death stared that group until one of them looked up because I couldn't get. It was so noisy, you couldn't get their attention. So I
Yeah.
literally I was so intent on getting this guy that I kind of, when you stare at something long enough, someone will realize.
I'm so done.
Yeah, you get that feeling that someone's looking at you and you look
And,
up.
and it worked. I was literally like this on the bar. And then finally a friend looked and I was like, him. And then just like, so I went down. The guy had grills.
That's a new
I
thing.
hate grills,
That's a new thing.
I
Me
really
too.
hate
Like,
it.
That's a new thing.
I was
I
like,
just-
oh my God, I can't
Some
go. I
people
can't go
carry it
this
off.
deep.
Some people carry it
It was a bit ghetto.
Mm.
So, yeah, but he was beautiful. His skin was like probably the color of that couch. It was just
Black.
phenomenal. No hair on his body. 6'3". He was a boxer. Couldn't string a sentence together. Like I had no fucking clue what he was saying.
Hey,
I just
you know what
don't
this is
know.
like? It's
mate.
like being in a man. I swear to God.
That's what I'm saying.
I have no
She's
clue what this
definitely
dude
one of
was
the
saying. So
Wolfpack
it was
leader.
all good.
He's a Wolfpack leader. Good.
Took his details. He was probably the most polite out of all of them the whole trip. yeah. So anyway, I didn't mess with him.
Out of the 7.
So you had 7.
Out of the 7.
Last year, how many you slept with out of the 7?
I actually only slept with 1, but I messed
Lay me down
around.
now, you let me
But
down, Danielle.
I kissed 2. I wanted to sleep with the really cute one.
Yeah.
But he just refused to.
No, I walked up to him at the end and he had like a better version of me. She had like a bigger ass and
them ones.
longer, curlier hair.
He was doing the usual.
Yeah, he upgraded me basically, so it's fine. But we're still talking, so there's still an
Do
opportunity.
you know what I mean?
I don't mind being the second
So
one.
the 2 you kissed, was that just at the beach, or was that you go back to?
Yeah,
his
so he was trying to kiss me in front of everybody, and I was like, no. We need to go into a corner and like find some privacy
Them ones.
here. Yeah,
Dark
one
alley.
of them
Yeah,
ones.
number 4 might be watching. Do you know what I mean?
But this one from Senegal, one of the grills, came around on Sunday, and I said to him, "I've got 2 hours, so can you be here between this time and this time?" And he didn't. And I said, "And can you send me your ID, please, like a copy of your passport?"
What is going on?
Seriously?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is very
He's
important.
coming around to my house. I don't know from like he has grills.
I'm dead.
Wait.
So if you didn't have grills, you wouldn't have asked for his
Are you
passport.
checking this?
No, that's not.
Hold
I
on.
would have asked. I have asked.
Why are you
that
checking for his
before.
ID? Is it because?
Because I live in the house by myself,
So
and
if
this guy's
anything
come
happens-
into my house. And
Are you talking about your house here? I think
Yeah.
like back in that.
no, here.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's still weird.
Did he
but-
send it?
yeah, he did. He
Wow.
sent it, and he came around. Literally took his clothes off within about 5 minutes. I basically told him to come naked. So the conversation in the text was, "Just come naked."
Like your style, girl.
Nobody listen to this thinking, bro, the girls don't tell me this.
Was
So within 5 minutes, kissing, not much conversation because he just, as I said, he can't speak English.
Oh, he
I
can't
can't
speak
speak
English.
English.
No, he can
Oh.
speak English. He can't communicate.
No, English is
he
his
can
first
speak
language.
English. He
English
just
is
can't
terrible for him.
communicate. No, but he can speak English.
He can speak it, but he
it's
can't
just-
speak it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant he was dumb.
No, I thought he was drunk.
Like
even
stupid.
I thought he was like.
No.
Like he's
When you
smart,
said
but
he's
he's
not
not
stringing a
smart.
sentence
No.
together, I thought you
Oh.
meant as in like he was so toasted.
No,
Like,
his
No.
articulation is just not
Just
oh,
not
is
there.
it? So
Okay.
he's
Not
just
there.
literally eye candy for you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Okay,
it.
fair enough.
And this is actually the first time in probably about 10 years I devoured someone. I literally devoured him.
Can you just pause
I've
there?
never-
Explain.
You were Dio, innit?
Explain and
Wait,
describe what devour is.
wait a minute.
Okay, here we go.
Can you say devour again?
Devoured.
Hold on.
That's it.
Yeah.
Before we get into the devoured, can we take a step back? The guy who didn't give you head, what happened there?
Oh, I did it the next day.
No, but did you sleep together?
Yeah, we did, and it was shit.
Okay.
It was just. A
Oh,
waste
so
of
he's the
time.
only one that you slept with?
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
And I was pissed.
And what? He refused to give you head
He said he'd never gone down on anyone before.
before or after you had sex?
Before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go down on him?
No, I was like, fuck that. If you're not doing it for me, let's get on with
You
it.
wanna exchange
Crack on.
things. Come on, it's not all about
Ain't nothing
exchanges.
wrong with that,
No,
though.
what?
Two-way streets.
No, but it's not always about exchange. Sometimes,
Well, no, it's-
if you want to do it, just do it.
But what if I don't want to do it?
Then fine.
I don't have a problem with doing it.
Well, that ended quickly.
I'm saying if you do want to do it, regardless of the exchange, just do it. Don't be like, okay, you ain't gonna do me, I ain't gonna do you.
No, it wasn't like
If you
that.
do
I
it,
don't
yeah,
mind doing it,
Man,
but
no,
Yeah.
he had a little bit of a stinky attitude. He was feeling himself too much.
Okay.
So,
feel you.
but
Shit
because he
anyway,
was so
you know.
hot, I wanted to experience him. So I just went ahead with it anyway.
All right, cool. Now go back to the devouring.
Mm.
How? Explain.
So this guy's skin was just glistening,
Mm.
just so soft.
Tell us more.
I literally just
Yusuf,
licked
you're right,
him
bro.
from head to toe.
Literally.
Head to toe. I found myself in a 69 licking and biting his thighs.
Damn.
Have you
Yeah.
ever eaten the guy's ass?
Yes.
I knew it. No, not in a bad way. You just seem like devour is a big word. To say devour,
I
you
didn't
must have
devour
went.
his ass though.
No, but
Let's
if
make
a
that
girl
clear.
says I devoured someone and I licked their body from head to toe, you definitely eaten us. Because you explored the whole
You in this word thing right now.
plethora.
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 Epitome.
Epitome.
He literally, using it in a sentence, was the epitome of a black man for me.
Pictures for Gina?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, let me see.
look at you. I've lined you up.
So I can have visuals.
I have a dick pic as well.
Oh,
Okay, it's a bit too much for
okay,
me.
in it.
G, that's your territory.
Yeah. Keep that to that side of the route.
No, come on, let's share.
No, that's cool.
Sharing's caring.
No, I don't want to care.
I don't care to see it. I
You
can
don't.
see it, but
You want to see how he hanging? You know.
it's not really my forte.
So your parents.
Oh wow. And he's what 6?
6'3".
Let me see. Not his dick pic, but I'm seeing him. I said to you, let me see him.
I was gonna warn you, but I knew what she was gonna do.
Of course.
Set me
I
up.
wanna see what he looks
Nah,
like.
bro.
No, that's a proper like.
No, but why is he just standing there like that?
That's a perky bum. He's clearly getting changed. If she's talking.
No, he posed for me.
He
posed
just
for me.
he standing there like this.
Man, them are mad.
Any starts, bro. At least have some swagger about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm dead.
At least do some modelling.
I like man's doing turn shot. Like, what's going on there?
He was just following orders. What can I say?
Oh, then what you? Okay, cool. Turn around for me, baby.
Yeah,
Sorry.
pretty much.
Context, please.
He wants.
Oh,
to
Brent wants to see the.
You want to see?
I don't want to see the
I want to
picture.
see. I want to see what he
You
looks
want to see the
like.
dick pic?
He said, "Bro, wants to see the dick pics."
I don't.
No, you don't want to see it.
Okay, so that's him.
What's he doing?
In the
Dancing?
gym. No, he's in the gym. He's training.
Explosive man's voice in that. You
That's
know?
what I'm saying.
No, that's not him talking. It's someone else.
Oh.
Yeah. So let me show Brent now.
Good save, good save.
Not the one you showed, Yusuff.
Now show the one that
But they're all like
Consent
that.
is sexy.
They're all like that, she said.
he said. Consent is
I
sexy.
can't see his face. I would like to see his face.
Oh, I chopped his face off.
Then don't-
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I'll
can
probably
edit
get
it. What you chopped
GDPR.
his face off when you were taking the picture,
Yeah.
or in the editing process? Because I was gonna say, girl, you can,
No,
you can revert that back.
When I took the picture. Well, I took it off and I took the picture.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, so your parents, are they both black or white?
My dad's mixed. My mum mixed all the way down, but Ugandan. So my dad's British and Ghanaian. My mum
Yeah.
Ugandan.
British white, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I thought there was more to that.
Yeah.
No,
Man's filling in the form,
Yeah.
you know. Ethnicity.
All right, cool. So is that the end of the Devouring? Anything else in that?
He was probably the most generous lover I've ever had. He was literally like, how do you want it? Tell me if you want it left,
How
right,
do you
slower.
want
Are you okay? He was checking in on me.
Oh, so you really
It
wanted to
was-
please you.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of 10? What are you rating that?
About a 9, actually.
Mm.
I'll be inviting him around again.
So what could
Yeah.
he have done to make it a 10?
His
Ten.
tongue was a little bit stiff.
Okay, so you like a bit more fluidity,
Yeah.
a bit more movement.
Bit more softness.
Okay. Yeah, but that's not his fault. His tongue was a bit rough.
No.
No?
No, it wasn't rough.
Well, she
It was
gave him a
just
9.
stiff.
Like, relax.
No, I'm just trying to find out what's a 10. You know what I mean? Just helping out the other man, they might do. Might try and shoot the
Shoot
shot.
the
You
shot.
get me?
innit?
But he asked me at the end, what is it going to take to make you come? And he was like, don't worry, next time we're gonna get it
there.
right.
What's
Yeah.
it going to do? Stand his tongue down or something?
I'm so dead.
Smooth with this time, girl. You ready?
Yeah, so
You're actually an idiot.
All in
you
all.
know?
No, okay, cool. All right, cool. So,
Brent's got questions.
Of
of
course.
course,
Brett's got bare questions. He's been
Stop
saving
you,
them.
nigga. All right, so in your world, right?
I know Brad has questions, bro.
In your world,
Brad's like lit up when he saw her.
body count means nothing, right?
what's
You don't
it?
use that term body count in your world, this
No.
polyamorous world.
No.
It's frowned upon, basically.
I don't know if it's frowned upon. Like, I don't have like strict views about polyamory. I just know how I like to live my life and what values I have.
Yeah.
And in terms of what respect I give myself and other people.
Okay. So you don't take stock of however many men you've actually experienced.
No.
Okay, but you collect pictures.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have,
I need to
pictures,
show
do you have
my-
pictures of everyone that you've...
No. I mean, like, over the last like year, I'll probably have pictures.
So
of
you just
people.
started this habit of yours.
What, habit of what pictures? sorry, Brent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Brett's
because
like,
I've
He even
been in some long-term relationships in between in the last 10 years. So unless you stick it in photo vault, I don't really want dick pics flying around my photos when you swipe it
All right. So
through.
what does like a long-term relationship like mean in your world?
So I've been in probably 4 long-term relationships, 2.5 years or more.
Whilst you were practicing
until-
polyamory.
Yes. 2 of those relationships, I was unfaithful and seeing 2 people at the same time.
trifling.
trifling.
I don't understand. So when it is you got with this guy,
Yeah.
you told him about your lifestyle.
Which
Yeah,
guy?
that's a good question.
This one here.
The one that you cheated on the first time. So
no,
you
I
don't
did
share
not.
this. This is a secret. They have to
No, I
find out.
should. No, I share this.
But I think there's a
I say for the
question
last
there.
10 years, I've shared it.
I think there's a question, but at that point in that first relationship, had you reached the point where you're so clear about
No.
being So I think that's what
No.
it is.
All right. So when did you start? When did you become a butterfly in this realm?
I'd probably say about
Okay.
15 years ago.
15 years. So you've been
Yeah.
practicing this for 15 years.
Yeah.
Solid. And when you cheated, it was before the 15 years started.
Yes.
All right. So you haven't done it since
Cheated, no.
because you haven't been in a
No,
long-term
and I'm
relationship?
I have been, but I didn't cheat on that person, and God knows why I didn't.
Yo,
For me, can probably.
you know what?
Like-
I don't know how much date you want to give out, so I'll let you lead.
No,
Give it out,
No,
man.
I haven't.
I
But
need context.
the second I broke up with him, I saw someone on Finney's Instagram, and I was like, "Can you hook me up with your friend?"
Who's it?
He was like, he's 23 or something. I was like,
Just so I can laugh on the mic.
Okay.
Innit? Just write it down there.
I can't.
Oh, just so I can laugh on the mic.
Man, them data protection.
Can you let her do it instead? She might do it.
No,
I don't even know his name.
exactly.
So.
But I'm saying no,
Wait, is someone that I know?
baby.
Clearly.
Just write it down so I can laugh.
Fam, no,
It's good for the pod.
no.
To laugh.
Some things are more important.
Oh, mate. All right, so,
Why did you cheat?
okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, good save,
I
because
think-
I was thinking still.
I've always had a wandering eye. I like beautiful things.
Mhm.
No, but I understand her cheating before her commitment to polyamory.
Okay.
I wouldn't understand it after. That's why I was curious about the guy who you were dating for a long while
Yeah.
and then you broke up with him.
Yeah.
Was he open as well as
No,
you?
I didn't actually. No, I just had so much shit going on in my life that I didn't have time to be messing around with 1,000 people. So I think he was just lucky that I didn't cheat on him. I didn't like
Even
make
sinister.
an
Can I ask a question
intense-
though?
You vicious.
So if you believe in polyamory, do you when you get with your partners, do you let them know that this is what you're on? So let's say for
Absolutely.
example- okay, and in you being, so is there kind of a point in you being in a relationship?
Yeah, because I think being in a relationship isn't just about loyalty when it comes to your body. You have friendship, intimacy, all sorts of other things.
She does rattle, did we get?
It's shared experiences.
Okay.
But I guess the point is, if you got in a relationship now, well, one, would you get a relationship again? And two, would you be faithful in that relationship? Or would you aim to be?
I wouldn't get into a relationship
Yeah,
with
but
someone
why
who
would you
didn't
want to?
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm asking.
Because that's why I
Yeah.
asked, because it's like you're practically in, I guess, an open relationship then.
Yeah.
If you're,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah,
How often do you find guys with the same mindset as you?
very rarely.
Okay.
Or they pretend to have it and then they try and get me pregnant by taking condoms off. I've had like 3 guys literally take off condoms. And I've caught them.
During sex?
Yeah, trying to impregnate me or
That's-
some shit.
It's not rape.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Technically,
No, it is.
That is
It
technically
is,
rape.
yeah.
Yeah.
Call the police.
Yeah, I did actually kick someone out for that. And it was someone I'd been seeing for a while, but I was so pissed off at that level of disrespect.
Mm.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, that's moving mad.
Yo,
Yeah.
that is wild.
That is wild.
wild. That's
Mm.
wild.
I've got so many questions. I'm trying to form them. All right, cool. So, this question is garbage. I don't really ask it, but I'm just curious. Do you know your body count?
No, I've never actually thought to count it. I
Yeah.
think I knew when I was 22.
What was it then? I'll just time that to you.
I think it was about 10.
Do you know the region? Like, for example, if I said to you, is it 50? Are you? No, it's more or less. Are you able to say that?
Do you not have no idea?
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
not because I've slept with so many
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
that I
yeah.
just,
You just.
I think
you just
I
don't know.
stopped counting when I was like 25 and just thought, why? Like, it didn't matter to me.
Do you know yours?
No, I don't. Do you know yours? Oh, Brent?
No. Deep in the streets.
That's a deep in this street.
Oh, God.
All right. You wanted to get some Aloni's
Oh,
lies.
yeah. Why do you call him lies? He doesn't believe a lot of
Because some of them are far-fetched to me.
Yo, listen.
But it's Afro Nation though, so that's why I believe them, because it's like,
It's what you lot are doing.
anything.
I don't like you
if
questioning the
you were-
credibility of Aloni's threads, my friend.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, he
Before
was-
before you asked, are you sure that
No, to,
people
well,
send these in?
No, but
All right.
I was one backing before. I was saying
Okay.
affiliation is wild. But the only thing with things like Alonia, I think nothing that she puts on Twitter is on, you can imagine that they happen.
Yeah.
I guess it's just the consistency of those things coming to that person all the time. That's
And-
how people think, it might not be real or not.
But
Yeah,
you
but
know
she's the
why?
conduit
But
for
the
this
reason
stuff,
why I
innit?
You
think
girls are
it's real
scandalous. You
also
just
is
messing with her
it's-
willy-nilly.
because it's anonymous.
Mm.
It's like, if I could speak with my chest, yeah, and remain anonymous, then of course I'm gonna. Do you get what I mean? Like the fact that it's anonymous, you've got no reason.
Yeah,
not
but I
to.
could anonymously, I could write something and say it's anonymous.
I'm sure people do
But
that all
what's
the
the
time.
benefit
Yeah.
to
You know what it
that?
is?
Like,
Because
why
I'm
would you do
disgusted.
that?
No, but I mean, if it's my platform,
Yeah.
I can write something.
That's
and just
why
say,
I
it's
said it.
anonymous.
Oh,
That's
fair
what I
enough.
said.
Marketing. So
I thought you were back in it. I thought you were back in it.
Lonnie trying to boost her brand is in her benefit for these stories to be scandalous as possible and crazy as possible. So she could just make them up and anonymous. No, I wrote that 2 minutes ago.
I
myself.
can tell you that I saw shit with my own eyes, and
What
women were
was it?
Part of the
women were
melee,
free.
But
Women were
that's the
free.
thing, though. Everyone I
And I
know
was-
who went has like kind of
Can
confirmed.
It happened.
I ask you a question?
I was so proud of black
Were
women.
the women who were being free buff?
There were hotter guys than there were girls.
Okay.
Women were definitely blessed.
Did you
for
see
5 days?
Did you see any of the pengers, the girls getting up to crud, or was it mainly like the
What theory are you going with here?
no?
I
must be.
understand it, yeah.
Like
I
were the
saw the
prestige teams
same
getting up to crud?
girls
Please tell the truth.
over and over again walking down the strip with different guys at
And-
4 o'clock in the morning.
And out of 10, how do you rate these girls? Honestly,
7, 8.
really?
She's
Yeah.
she's a good judge of women. She's been a good wingman in the past.
I was honestly, as a feminist, I was incredibly
So-
proud
so
of
prestige
women
things are
walking
getting up to-
around
Just doing their
literally
thing.
half naked.
Doing
I
their thing.
personally wasn't half naked, but that's just me. But I was proud of them being free.
No, Afro Nation must have been the Mazine because a lot of girls that I know who are pengers were there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, shit.
Well, I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Times
the thing
about
is,
two.
Beautiful
The thing is-
black bodies everywhere. It was amazing.
the thing is, Afro Nation though, a lot of those weekenders, a lot of that stuff happens. People shouldn't act like Afro Nation is some outlier.
No,
That
it's
stuff
not. It's not.
That's
It's not.
it's just because Afro Nation was so high profile.
Yeah.
And a lot of
And it
people
was
there.
very
Yeah.
highlighted. I
That
think.
shit happens in every
Yeah,
holiday.
of course. But
But
it's
it's just that because it's
it was
Afro
like there was
Nation
like
and
a-
it's a new
It happens in London.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
just
Friday,
not as.
Saturday.
But I think Afro Nation was amplified though.
I think it's more
if you
fun
compare it to
when you
London.
go and do it.
Because
abroad.
everyone's naked, like you said, so it's heightened everything.
Yeah.
It's like
Window shop.
Any of those weekenders abroad, some sun, sea, alcohol, that's the-
nakedness.
nakedness, that stuff's going down.
Mhm.
So there's nothing new.
Straight.
Nothing new. But yeah, let's get into some of the.
Aloni's friends.
Okay. Hi, Aloni.
I can tell you which ones I think are lies as
I
well.
came Afro Nation with my man. You thought this one was a lie.
About the going to the beach and then going.
I came Afro
It's a lie.
Nation with my
It's a lie.
man, and on
What's that
Friday
for?
night, I ended up getting lost in the crowd. Needless to say, an hour later, I was back at our hotel being fucked, standing up by a guy that must have been 6'7". He fucked me in the bed my man paid for, and it was the best D of the holiday. Anyway, I got back to enjoy J House with my man, then finished the night off getting round 2 with him. He had no idea. Great holiday.
I'm disgusted.
10 out
Yo.
of 10 would recommend. See you next year.
That's
Afro Nation.
naughty.
Yo,
I'm disgusted.
that's mad.
That is
Are you telling me the truth, Aloni?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm disgusted.
But the thing is, so
That's
this is
It was
treacherous.
it's so easy
treacherous
to
behaviour.
do that because that whole strip was just full of hotels.
yeah.
I'm disgusted.
So that stuff like that does happen. But my thing is, why would you now write that? I know it's anonymous, but even the way she wrote
It's a
it,
lie.
She's
fucked up.
You know what it
He
is?
fucked me
Oh,
standing up.
sorry,
He's
no.
6 foot
She's
seven.
especially the
She's
holiday.
proud of
She's
it.
actually
She's
proud
proud
of
of the
it.
D. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, that's not an admission of guilt or anything. I was like,
No,
oh my
it's not-
god. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
live my
guys,
best life on
guys brag
holiday.
all the time. Guys are always bragging about what
I don't
they've
think
smashed.
guys brag about cheating on
Nah,
their
guys
girlfriends,
don't
though.
brag like that.
No,
About
No, I don't
cheating.
think guys brag about,
About cheating.
No.
Nah, guys don't brag about
I don't
cheating.
believe
To
you.
be fair, I don't know.
I don't believe
Okay,
you.
I can say guys
To
don't
your
brag.
closest friends.
My closest friends don't cheat, but if they did, they wouldn't brag. They wouldn't brag about
The
it.
wolf pack, you know.
I don't believe
Listen,
you.
man, them
Why is
data
that? Why
protection
am I the
acts.
only one being honest here?
No. Seriously, on a
Black
serious
men
note,
don't cheat, baby.
the thing is, yeah, it's mad with close friends because if one of my close friends cheated, he wouldn't tell me
Yeah.
because he's my close friend. I know his missus, I know his wife. He wouldn't tell me. I'm not the one he's gonna tell. So that's
He
that's
doesn't want
what's-
to put you in it.
Yeah, of course. And I'm gonna be like, what the
God, I
fuck
wish
you
my friends respected me like that. Why don't I know everybody's shit?
but that there, and when guys do it, they get told it's not good. They get told it's bad. It's not a good thing. So it's not like guys get championed for it. It's I don't know.
Nah, let's
I
be
think
honest.
I think standards are changing. Actually,
Yeah.
I think women are a little bit more complex and open than they used to be, and I think men
Top
are probably
girl
becoming
summer.
a little bit more respectful.
Yeah. No, but I think let's be honest, guys. I don't think guys champion their friends when they cheat, but guys don't exactly discourage it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like I've been around and seen conversations happen before, and people are telling what they're getting on, but no one's been like, "Oh my god, stop that right now!" It's like, "Oh, swear down." Scene, cool.
I think
mean-
there's a lot more encouraging going on with women. I think women encourage each other to have fun.
No,
What,
I
to-
think it
what, to
depends
cheat
who
or
you're
to
with
have
her
fun?
friends, to be fair.
Cheat or have fun.
So one, yeah, I agree. It depends on your friends. Two, I think it depends on your age, but to cheat as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think
I ain't never getting married.
I've seen this.
No, I think the whole cheating thing depends on your group of friends. But if we're taking that outside and let's say it's like a hot girl summer, yeah, your girls are definitely what? They're definitely telling you, sis, it's hot girl summer.
Yeah.
Like, do your thing.
Yeah.
Like, no judgment zone. But I'm not really. Yeah, with the cheating thing, I don't think it's the same.
I don't want to believe that groups of girls are actually encouraging their girlfriends to cheat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No,
Bro,
that sounds mad.
listen,
No,
You
I
deserve
don't.
everything that's coming to you if
Which
it is.
is why I'm saying I don't.
It's disgusting.
No, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
No, I don't think.
I am befuddled.
I've seen it.
appalled.
I'm appalled.
I've seen
I've
it. One of my
seen it.
brethren, unfortunately, went through something. I've seen it with my own eyes. So,
That nigga ain't shit. No, I'm joking.
no, I've seen it.
No,
So
Go
thing is-
get yours, girl.
It's not just man them that do it.
no, I can understand if maybe the girlfriends don't like the boyfriend or think he's a dog or think
Yeah,
he's cheating.
like, he cheated on you, sis.
Exactly, but just
you mean,
encourage
girl?
cheating just
Yeah, I'm.
generally. It's like,
Yeah,
But
I'm,
even
Yeah.
then, the two wrongs don't make a right. So, if
no,
a man's cheating,
no. I'm not even arguing from that point because if it is that he's done that, feel free to do whatever it is that you want. I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing if it is in a decent relationship.
yeah.
And her friends moving mad,
Yeah.
telling her, go and cheat if it is you like the next guy. That's madness. Leave
No.
the guy.
No, 100%. And I don't.
It depends on his. See, I've seen and heard conversations with my cousins who are much younger than me. They're in their 20s and their friends.
Do they look
And
younger
if
than you?
they're messing with a
Do
guy,
they look younger than you?
they do. They look
They
like
do.
adolescents.
They look about 15, to be fair.
Yeah.
Look about 15.
But if you think about women's perception of men or some younger women's perception of men and what value they can add to them, I think the girls that encourage other girls to cheat, they encourage them to cheat with guys who can add more value in their lives.
Okay.
Yeah, a
So-
guy's who's a step up or something.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's about taking the opportunity of what that man
Listen,
can
I'm gonna
give
have to have you come speak at the live show. You get me? Bestow some of this knowledge on the girl them this. What are you saying, Gina?
No,
Knowledge
bro.
on the girl. I don't
A bit
understand.
educating
No,
us.
I mean this perspective.
All right.
I mean,
Don't we have...
what are you saying?
Fam, it's a mic. Even if you whisper, we'll hear you.
I'm just saying, we've heard this before, no?
Not really.
Okay.
Have we?
Mm.
Have you heard this before? We've heard maybe similar things, but not. This is a whole new animal sitting right.
Man said
next to me.
animal, you know.
All right, so you say you're a feminist, yeah?
Yes.
I mean, we didn't really get through the Aloni thread.
Oh,
but-
sorry.
Yeah,
go on,
yeah,
go on, go
No,
on.
we get back
Man
to
just
that.
changed his
Go on,
segment.
go on, go on,
Yeah,
go on,
back
go
to
on.
that.
No,
I wasn't even her, so I don't know.
You what?
I wasn't even her. I don't know what you were
No,
doing.
go on.
I just
go on.
walked in and something.
I'm interested.
Give us
to hear about
another
what
one,
these
Okay,
kids are up to.
sorry.
No, but you're looking scared. there.
The night of the video, this is from a guy, yeah? The night of the video had a pre-drinks party at our villa and I passed out and went to sleep. When I woke up, there was a few girls left from the party. One had a fat ass, but my boy brought her to the party, so I had to ask him what she's saying. He told me not to bother because she has a man. I said, cool, but she kept talking to me. So I brought her upstairs. She was telling me how her man was the only guy she's ever been with, the only guy she's ever going to be with, blah, blah, blah. 10 minutes later, I was in her guts and I don't think I pulled out.
Don't want. Man
Man said, I don't think.
said, baby on the way.
Yeah. And he said, I think I got a baby in Portugal. He's like, what's that?
These men are mad.
Can I ask
Mm.
you men, does that happen a lot? Like girls who like, you know how, like I said, like you can tell a guy you've got a boyfriend and
Yeah,
it doesn't mean anything to him because,
yeah.
and when I ask my male friends this, even or like if my partner, we have this conversation, he's like, oh, I told him I got a man though. He's like, so? Like, it doesn't, no
Yeah.
one cares. Like, having a man or having a girlfriend doesn't mean anything, clearly. And I guess I always get reminded of these kind of moments. So I'm asking you, have you guys had like a fair experience or fair share of like...
Other men's women.
Yeah,
No, I don't pursue girls who have boyfriends.
okay.
I don't pursue women who have boyfriends, but there are
You're
situations.
not down with OPP. Yeah, you know me.
No. But there's situations I've
Even
seen.
when you were younger?
Ooh, I tell a lie. No, I have slept with girls who got boyfriend. I'm lying.
Did you know before?
I was young though.
That's why I said, that's why I said when you were younger.
So that's why I was the next bit of my sentence was, when I was younger though,
Mm.
there was kind of things, holidays, etc. If a girl says she's got a man, but she's in a certain situation, she's behaving a certain way,
You're going to judge it, innit?
clearly
Yeah.
you having a man does not mean anything.
Mhm.
If you come to an apartment, everyone's coupling up, everyone's doing something, you're upstairs in the bedroom with that guy, you having a man clearly means nothing.
100%.
Mm.
I was going to ask though, yeah? So let's say I'm with my girls
Yeah.
and they're all single and I'm not the one in a relationship.
Yeah.
When we go on holiday,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, we're going to an apartment party. I'll just come. And obviously you don't want to go.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, come. And you go. And obviously when you're there, you're still moving like you've got a man. Like you're not really engaging in the festivities. You're not partnering up with anyone or not kind of on that vibe, yeah. If that was your missus, how would you feel?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
It depends what our friends are like. So back to your control thing. I know guys who have stopped seeing a girl because her brethren are so wild, he can't trust that.
She's not wild as well.
Not that she's not wild, that she's not going to get put into situations. So always,
handle,
so you always say
So
to
would
people,
you rather she not go?
in that situation, it depends on her friends. But ultimately, I'd rather she doesn't go, but what are you going to do? Sit the party by yourself, your bridges at the party? And I've been in situations like that where man them are coupling up, do whatever.
I hate that
the girl who's got a man is having a drink, she's on her phone.
Yeah.
She's not involved. She's not involved at all.
All you got to do, them situations there, it's about trust. Because if your girl is the only person in a relationship in her group of friends, she's going to get into them situations all the time.
Yeah.
Where
That's a flag in itself.
Is it?
How?
Not a flag, but
Because it's like, it's not my, you shouldn't judge me. Because my friends are single, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's fair to say it's a flag.
Yeah, I don't think it's a flag.
no. But I've been in situations where some things don't surprise me. So it's kind of like they're all single. They all seem to always be in those kind of situations. Because just being single doesn't mean you must do things like that. So we're going to a party. Everyone's gonna break off, link up with guys. This one's gonna be did that one in that bedroom. That one's gonna be doing that one in that kitchen. So there's single and then there's behavior.
Yeah, I don't think that's the type of friends you want your girls to keep.
That's what I'm saying.
Your girl to keep.
Yeah.
Girls are always in the situations where after party, going to guys' houses, having sex. Boom, boom, boom. If it's a regular occurrence, it's like, I'm trying to say, like if you trust your girl, then cool. But you don't want her in them situations anyway.
Yeah,
like
100%.
So I have a Karen.
No, go on.
I have a question based on what you said. So this girl told this man that she'd never been with anyone but her boyfriend. How often does that happen? And do you ever believe women?
Women who say that they've never been with another guy apart from their boyfriend.
Yeah. Or they've never done this before.
As far as I remember, I've only slept with one girl who's got a boyfriend. And that was years ago. And I'm not gonna lie, that made me not trust girls. I was thinking...
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking, shit, you got a whole boyfriend.
I've got a good friend, who you know. And one of the main reasons why he's single is because he's like, Gina, I've slept with so many mandom's girlfriends, like, casually. And so...
When he says mandem, does he mean guys that he knows?
No, not
I think brothers.
as in guys, like not like guys he knows.
Yeah.
Like never anyone's misses.
Yeah.
But like, and obviously not all the time he's aware in it. So he's like, Gina, I've legitimately been lying next to a girl and her man's belling off her phone afterwards. And then he's like, you've got a man. Like, so for him, he's like, I can't be that dude.
You know,
I can't be that dude.
Listen,
so that's why he's always kind of...
Especially on holidays and stuff. A lot of the girls that are well, not a lot. Sometimes the girl that's single doesn't want to be the holiday bang. Whereas the girl who's got someone to go home to, whatever happens on holiday, stays on holiday. So she's doing whatever she's doing out there, then she's coming home. It should be the other way around.
But I don't
be the other way
really...
around.
You know what's mad though? With me, I don't think whatever happens on holiday stays on holiday.
No, but that's the
Of course it
attitude.
does.
No, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't. Not these
I don't
days.
think that's always the case.
As in, you mean don't come back to London and start talking about it? Or you mean
Instagram.
I'm not going to find out because it happened abroad?
Well, we saw some videos, no?
It's not going to happen
Both. Because it's like, it's not like I'm not going to bump. Like, look at London, how small it is. And then you've got Instagram.
Yeah, but you're talking about going abroad and sleeping with girls from London. I could go to Miami and bang girls from America.
No,
You're going to find
but
out.
we're talking about this Afro Nation situation.
I'm talking about like an Afro Nation.
Okay.
So you meet
where
another
the
English
majority
girl.
of people going are from the same place you are. So you probably might have not seen each other in ends before.
Yeah.
But you're hearing it. And now it's like when you come back, it's like, yeah, it's just a bit too close for comfort. I'm only saying that based on like these girls that are doing sleeping, like going. I think the one that went with her boyfriend, that's the one that's rattled me the most.
Mate, I
sickened.
agree with you. Some of the things you do and see when you're single, they make you question a lot of things. A lot of things. And yeah, it's just mad. Like all that stuff you said, girls with a man, or you might be seeing someone, you to stop doing what you're doing. They get a man, but they're still talking crud, and I'm like, hold on, you've got a man now. Like, I don't want to hear that.
All right.
Do you know what I mean?
That same entry, right? If it is that you found out that the couple that in question had like a rocky relationship before they came to Afro Nation. In fact, the guy had been cheating, right? Several times, and she chilled. And she went to the beach with a guy, left. If somebody else come back, and then would it be different for you?
Yeah, because I don't believe 2 wrongs make a right.
So it wouldn't be different for you. It was still something
It still rattle me.
It was still rattle you?
Yeah.
All right, okay. It wouldn't rattle.
Does it make a difference for you?
Yeah, it does, man.
You know what it is, but you know what? In that situation, for me, it's just then leave then.
Yeah.
Because now, is it going to be like a scoreboard thing? Like you're both doing it for like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I see
That's
it.
the definition of toxic, boy.
I see it as you're both.
The relationship toxic.
Yeah,
but there's more context there. I understand as to why she did that.
So for me,
or why I shouldn't be judging her for doing that.
I think everyone lost their heads at that place.
It was just
It's alcohol, sun,
Yeah.
seeing sexy people.
And everyone was naked, so
It's just mad.
There's cheeks everywhere,
Yeah.
arse everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
From bikinis and all that.
Next one, Oloni. This one, next one. Oloni, I confess, I had sex with 3 guys at Afro Nation. It was back to back on the same night.
Do you think, sis?
And they're all friends.
Fucking liar.
And it was a laugh.
No, wait.
What?
That's a train.
No.
You had sex with 3 guys in the same night, back to back to back.
No.
So
a
big
train-
man,
no,
it's
a
on the
bad
train.
dream.
train
In the
if it's
same
at the same,
Yeah.
isn't it like
In the same session.
a train's like, let's say there's you.
Okay.
all-
You tell me the logistics
Don't
of
do that
that.
example.
she meant she slept with one guy in one hotel, went
No,
to another guy's
yeah.
villa, and then
Yeah, that's
No, that's
I
not what she
think-
specified.
I think in my head, yeah, a train, yeah, is literally like
same room.
same room.
She is trying to pretty it up. I slept with
No,
3 guys with the same friends.
Sorry, you're saying that she did do a train, but she's trying to
So
separate
you're saying-
it.
Yeah, I think she's flipping the story to make it sound good on her part.
Oh, but you're basically saying that they all beat you.
You slept with 3 guys who were all friends on the same night.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like, and they're probably in the same hotel.
And she said one of my friends had sex with them too. It's like an orgy.
Exactly.
It's like you start.
You and your girl went to their hotel. They probably got 3 rooms in the apartment. You just
Yeah.
done room skipping,
Music,
room hopping.
alcohol.
Am I lying?
It
About.
might
I
not
have
even
no
been
idea.
wrong.
I lie?
Man,
sounds
Danielle, you know,
about
am I lying?
But the man, she goes, but guess
Siesta
what?
things, you get me?
I like one of them
Siesta.
now. Help.
I said, help. Man, fuck off, bro.
she needs all the help she can get.
Exactly.
But I like one of them now. Help.
Right, next one. Oloni, I was with 3 guys at Afro Nation. I had sex with a stranger on the first night. It was amazing. I even came. The second day of Afro Nation, I had sex with another guy. It was good, but nothing special. The guy, but he was such a gentleman though. The third day, I had sex with 2 different guys. One in the morning and one in the evening, just before Davido's concert. The second guy I had
Freeing it up, innit?
The second guy I had sex with was the same guy I had
Freeing
sex
up.
with on the second day. I came twice. The D was so good, I had to taste it again. Laugh out loud. By the way, it was all protected sex.
We hope so, love.
Yeah, indeed.
Next one. I've always said submitting a sexcapade to you is a woman's rite of passage, and now it's my time to shine. I met this girl and her boyfriend in a tattoo shop. So from the jump, I knew she was wild because she spontaneously decided to get a tattoo on that day. At Davido, she kept flirting with me, and then her man started dancing with me, and she was gassing him up. So at first, I was like, "Oh, what is going on?" Davido's finished now, and we don't even waste time going after party. We go to theirs, and they're both undressing me and literally devouring my neck from both sides. At one point, he was giving her back shots while she was eating me out. First threesome, and it was 10 out of 10. They really catered to me all night.
Sounds fantastic, to be fair.
See that
I'm
word?
jealous.
See that word?
Devoured.
Sounds like a good
Yeah.
night, mate.
Sounds like a good time. You know what I mean? Shit.
FOMO.
This is the one we spoke about before. I met this cute guy and we were talking and there was strong sexual tension. Mid-conversation, I say to him, I want to fuck you. And he says, I want to fuck you too, but my girlfriend is here. And I'm like, so just meet me at the toilets. I know, disgusting, but I was so drunk. So we met at the
Energy.
toilets and long story short, we fucked. Honestly, it wasn't that great, but it was exciting, I guess. He leaves the toilets first and I wait a bit, then leaves too, and we return like nothing ever happened.
Let me tell you something. Those toilets were so disgusting. Like if I
They
could
looked
levitate,
disgusting.
I'd have learned how to
Is it?
levitate before I went to those toilets.
Man.
Just
Like,
what?
let alone
just
fucking and then no
bare
chance.
semen on the floor.
Yeah.
No, just piss.
A$AP Rocky.
and-
Remember A$AP Rocky?
Yeah.
Said they was in
And they were
prison.
really
Yeah.
tiny.
Slipping over the semen. Nah, this is what you people are doing. Go and space your books.
This is the person that said he missed out. Girl.
No, I was joking. I don't care about Afro-Nation.
This one. I cheated on my man in Portugal. I'm breaking up with him soon, so it's calm, innit? That's exactly what she said. First night was with a girl, beautiful woman, Olani, and the prettiest pussy too. We still chat now, and she lives in Paris. Davido's day, I met this 6'5" brother, hung like a horse. Didn't use protection because I didn't need protection from such a nice, girthy dick. But I'm on the pill. I can't wait for Garda. Whenever I hear the word girth, I just think of you
Why?
because you say it a lot.
What?
Yeah,
That's a go.
you do.
Oh.
In what context?
I was about to say. I don't
When you
ever
talk
wanna hear
about,
you say
I've heard you say like,
I
especially
don't
when you talk
recall.
about dick.
I don't talk about dick a lot. What's going on here? What is this?
Right.
Wow.
What is this?
Anyway, this is the homeless one that spun my head. Okay, so I was basically just walking home on the last night because I lost all my friends and I got to an empty road. There was a homeless man who started chatting to me. I don't know if he was asking me a question and I don't remember much of it. To be honest, I just remember him looking fine as fuck. He kind of looked like my ex. I fucking lost my brain and started making out with him on the floor of the street because I thought it was my ex and basically wanked him off. I ended up throwing up in his mouth and ran away.
That's a lie. It's a lie.
And I have a man, for fuck's sake.
You saw a homeless guy
Too
that you
fucking
thought looked like
random.
your man. You thought it was your man. Is your man even in Portugal? What are you talking about? And you wanked him off and vomited in his mouth and ran off.
Yeah.
What is this? Fucking Grand Theft Auto?
It's so unreal. It's probably real.
I wouldn't
can
have posted
imagine
that if I
happening.
was on Lonely, to be honest. Discredits, my platform, to be honest.
Yeah, that story is garbage, bro.
Yeah, you made that up, nigga.
A lie. Doing that for ratings.
Oh, bro.
Any more? Tell me more.
No, that was it. That's the last. Let me go on their page actually because
No, we don't want any more.
when they wanted more.
Who wants more?
They did.
People listening?
Shush.
Brent's like, I'm tired of hearing this.
I take it you're not a fan of that platform.
No, I love Lonely.
She recorded here. Of course, you have to
That's
be a
what I'm
fan.
thinking.
I love her.
So he
What
has
do
to
you
be
mean?
funny, isn't it?
So I'm backing her. What do you mean?
Anyway,
I want to know what's the wildest thing you saw.
okay, cool. There's more. Sorry, there is more.
Yeah, we have someone that was there and just
Yeah,
reading bloody posts.
Give us the
man.
wildest thing you saw. And don't hold back, please.
Fine, I'm gonna read this because I haven't seen this one.
I literally would. Okay, so I can't speculate,
Yeah.
but I'm sure I saw someone grinding on someone, and the thong was to the side.
Oh.
She was on the sand, bent over, paws in the sand, ass up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
it
what?
on
was-
the beach, live and
but-
direct.
Something like.
It was packed.
I'm sure Brent saw worse in Croatia.
I did not.
Live sex. No, as in meaning like it was happening in real time.
You know, no.
Thong was okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we knew what you meant.
Sorry, just explaining.
What did you go in Croatia? Defected or?
Fresh Island, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was out there
Oh,
doing scandalous business. I see him.
Woo.
Go on, G. Read that out to us.
Doesn't make any sense though.
Don't read it.
Shock.
No, it doesn't.
I said shock.
Day 3, so a bit messy. Met this guy at the previous guy's friend's pool party. He was interesting, a challenge. He basically said I couldn't handle him. And well, I got a big ego, so I said, when you're ready, shout me. I don't talk too much. I do. Then I went back to my previous guy to get dick upstairs. Day goes by, I get spotted by the can't handle me guys, friends, with my previous guy. So I'm like, raw, I'm done out here. That dick is not happening tonight. So fast forward to 5 a.m. that morning. The guy who said I couldn't handle him messages me, gets an Uber to my house, fucks my shit up, like literally pinned me down, ate me out and had me coming all over and over. He was reading my character. Sorry. And everything I had to tell him to shut up because he had me to the T. No man ever read me like that. Plot twist, he has a girlfriend and she was at Afro too. So yeah, I don't know how he got away from her. And now straight after he's on holiday with her. To be honest, I get why she stays with him. His sex skills are supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. She actually spelled it.
That's funny.
With that one. And so I actually didn't think I'd enjoy it abroad, and all my girls had their partners there, so I was the odd one out. On day 2, I met this guy. He was staying with the guys we came with. During pre-drinks, he grabbed my neck because I was being cheeky, and it was set from then. We did foreplay 2 nights on a road, and on the last night, I held Carib Ogade. Actually shocked and sprung. Strokes are on flashback. We're staying in contact, so wish me luck. And
There were a lot of Yoruba demons.
yeah, and then I just saw bare tweets saying, next year, guys, I'm dressing like a homeless guy. So this one was nasty. And they actually sent in the... Brent, I heard that sigh. Can you shut up and just pay attention? Anyway, so I'm sharing this on behalf of my friends. I have a man and was on my best behavior, so no crazy stories from me, but my friends were living their best life. But one guy, my friend, slept with him on the last night and he stayed over, leaving in the morning. As we're packing, we find his boxers and they were full of shit. We were dying. He fully shit himself,
I'm sickened.
so we threw them away and continued packing. Then one of my friends starts asking whose flannel was left in the bathroom. She passes it over to her and then we realise it's covered in shit. He used her flannel to wipe his shit, and instead of throwing it away, just placed it back, acting like nothing had happened. Then they sent a picture
I don't want to see
of
it.
the skid marks in his boxes, and then that's it. There's no more from me. But yeah.
This is all gobbish behavior.
Brent
people.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Where'd
so
you go?
I'm disgusted by these sex escapades or sexcapades as they call it.
So this polyamorous lifestyle, are there any ramifications if it is that you're fully not committed to it?
I'd say most conversations I have on a day-to-day basis can be quite challenging. So the guys do like to get a bit involved emotionally. And I have the same conversations over and over again. It gets a bit boring and tiresome. I get asked why I don't want kids. Am I sure I don't want kids?
You're a woman, you must want kids.
Why don't you want kids though?
Just never have. I just never had the urge. I remember being 15 and just deciding then that I didn't want them. And I've just never felt particularly maternal.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't hate kids though.
I really want to know what was the straw that broke the camel's back 15 years ago? Like, what was it? Did you have some life-changing experience that you're like, all right, cool, F
With
it.
me
I
not
actually
wanting
wanna-
to be with one person?
Yeah.
Or
I
even
think
what
it's
crystallized, sorry, just to add to that, what crystallized your view? Because it seemed like you were showing polyamorous behavior before,
Cheating and that.
but what made you focus in and say, actually, this is what I am?
I'm not
This
going
is
to dabble in
what I am,
this
but this is my
Yeah.
view.
Yeah.
Just what I mean? What crystallized that for you?
So I only cheated once, and in all my other relationships, what I ended up doing was breaking up with people and then going back to the previous person. But then that person would always know that I'd gone back to the other person. So I always found a way for the guys that I was dating to know there was someone else in the wings, to the point where it would make them comfortable after a while because they just thought that's just Danielle. In fact, I was nicknamed Tamarind Monkey by one of my exes because he said that Tamarind monkeys won't let go of one branch without having their hand on another.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of how it started. I think I started having my cake and eating it. Guys would always accept me back. I got the relationship that I did get caught cheating. They accepted it. And so I was seeing two guys, and it was Valentine's Day, and it was one of their birthdays on the 15th of February. And he asked me to break up with the other guy for his birthday.
What?
So I did.
What type of
And
shit
then
is
the
this?
next morning, that guy flew from New York, bagless, literally just turned up at my doorstep
Oh, is
in
it?
Leighton to come and ask me back.
Why?
So then I had a conversation with the one that I'd broken up with him for
Mm-hmm.
and said, I'm actually going to move to New York. So I moved to New York for about 2 years. But I was seeing the other guy every time I came.
When you
He
came
picked me
back?
up from the airport.
Every time
So
you
they
come
both
back,
they both accepted that to have me, they'd need to
accept
just
that, no, that
yeah,
you're
but not
doing
accept
thing.
it like
Openly.
Because it
verbally.
wasn't in their face.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
kind of they knew.
It's just
They
a tough
both
situation
knew.
that they were in.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah.
That's mad.
Could you live without sex? Could you
Yes,
exist?
I could actually. I actually don't have a huge sex drive, to be honest.
Mm.
And although it sounds like I'm like sleeping with everything that moves,
I'm not making it sound like that.
no. I
You're doing
probably,
it, so,
I probably am. So for me, it's not just about sex. Intimacy for me means other things like kissing and foreplay and all that kind of thing. I could probably take or leave penetrative sex for months on end, but the intimacy and the kind of experience of getting to know someone new physically is not something that I could live
And
without.
if that is taken away,
yeah.
could you exist? Do you find yourself in this intimate exchange from this person to this person, this person? If it's taken away, is there still value there in who Danielle is?
Yeah, I work my ass off. I'm a successful black woman. What
Or
can
you
I
keep
say?
busy?
Yeah, I'm very busy. I literally work 17 hours a day. I have my own business. I was successful in my career doing IT stuff, working for banks, and I quit. But yeah, for me, I can tell you, I'm a workhorse, and I think these boys are distractions. But yeah, I'd exist.
But I think that
But it's a major part of my life, though, having the excitement of
Well, you
new
work
people.
24/7, so I could understand the need for that.
I think it adds to it as well over the years. I think, especially, in your 20s or so, there's probably most men weren't used to meeting someone who was doing well, black woman, doing well, quite successful, etc. And just over the years seeing guys kind of react to that is just quite interesting. And I think, do you think that, so you tell stories about, you know, guy flying from New York bagless, the other guy's picking you up when he knows you're flying from New York from the other guy's house. Do you think that elements of that is, you know, guys are doing that because they think you're attractive enough, you're worth it, there's a success play into that? Do you think that your version of, you know, polyamory is based in those things? Or, because to Yusuff's point earlier, was it the nice girls doing this, or was it do you think everyone can operate polyamory in this way?
Yeah, I think so. And I think what you're trying to potentially imply is that they put me on some kind of a pedestal, so accepted my behavior.
I've seen it, they do.
But I think it has nothing to do with, you know, whether or not they perceive me as being successful or if I'm attractive. People always want what they can't have, and people always want to try and control what they can't control or tame. So
yeah, but that package has to be nice though.
That's what I'm saying.
Nice,
so part of what they want,
part
of what they can't have is the attractiveness, success. That's what I'm saying. So, and do you think that plays into all of that?
Possibly.
Because there might be someone out there listening thinking, well, my polyamory hasn't gone like this.
Because not every girl can be the way you are in practice. Your practices, no way.
I think so.
You think every girl can and be good at it?
I think if you can make a man,
as men, we're saying you can't stop.
I think if a woman can make a man feel good, I'm all about being present. So I practice a lot of. I don't like meditate loads, but you know, I read Power of Now like 10 years ago, and if I'm with someone, I'm 100% with them in that moment, which can give guys the vibe that I'm in love with them, or that's that kind of way. And I have to explain quite a lot that me
don't get excited,
you know, staring,
don't get gassed.
me staring at you and like analysing you doesn't mean that I've lost my head. It just means that I'm
in the present.
Absorbing,
you're present right there.
Yeah, I'm just like absorbing your beauty or, you know, your aura or whatever it is. So I think, someone who you might not perceive as attractive could definitely, you know, be still placed on that pedestal.
I just know how men's brains work, innit? That's all.
And let's be honest, and I think men are very visual human beings.
Yeah.
Like and attraction's a big thing for them. So, or for the majority of them anyway.
Yeah.
So I think I agree in the sense of they have to find or deem you attractive to even get there in the first place. That's what I feel.
And the other bits of the package. So it might not just be as attractive, but being successful as well. I think some of those guys, maybe they feel like they're punching a bit as well, so they don't want to let go of what of you and situation. I think it's interesting. What I'm trying to get to is how polyamory would work for different people in different situations. Do you know what I mean?
I'd love to hear from like younger girls as well what they think about this. And because I'm sure I'm not the only one. I mean, I know people in my circle who think the same, but obviously I can't name them here. But there's many of me out there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of girls who think the way you think, but they're just not expressive enough to.
And they haven't reached the point of focus to explain it in the way you explained it today.
Yeah. Because you've explained it quite well, and I'm not looking at you sideways at all. I'm like, right, do your thing, big man. You know what I mean? Go forth and prosper.
There are guys who are cheating on their girlfriends with girls who aren't as attractive as their current partners. And so I don't think looks has anything to do with it. I think you have that
no, but that's different though.
Connection
That's different.
You get addicted to it.
That's a completely different thing. Cheating on your partner and accepting someone who's like yourself and flying from New York because you broke up with them.
Because remember, you're that person's partner.
It's all different.
They're not cheating on their partner with you. That's what I'm saying. So that's a slightly different dynamic.
Yeah, it's a slightly different dynamic.
But actually, no, it's not slightly. It's very different. It's a different dynamic. I see what you're getting at, though. I see what you're getting at. It's not just about attractiveness, and that's why I said it's the whole thing. So that he might cheat on his girlfriend with a girl that's not as attractive, but there's something else about her that allures him. Something else. I don't know.
Or he's just a dog and he just wants to bust on that.
There's that too.
Essentially.
Yeah, there's that
But
too.
I think it's also being really direct as well. I think a lot of guys probably wouldn't accept it from some women who try and do it on the sly.
Yeah.
I think once you're told very expressly that, look, this is who I am and this is what I want and this is my rules and my terms of us doing something, then people are taken aback. Like initially people are like, fuck you, who the fuck do you think you are? And then after a while they kind of just fall into place without even trying. You just got to be consistent with your message. You know.
Has any young boy ever looked at you like he was trying to play out a mommy fantasy?
No, and I actually had a guy come around about 5 months ago, and I had to kick him out. I ID'd him at my door. He was 25, but he looked about
What is it, sway bar?
21.
Answer that. I need him at the door.
I met him on an app, and I just couldn't. We were standing in my kitchen. He kind of stepped towards me. He was tall and everything, so like, but just he looked like a baby, and I was like, I can't do this. And I literally took his bag and took it. And I was even surprised that he brought a bag. I was thinking, what the fuck did you think you were staying tonight?
What's the youngest?
I brought over that bag, you know.
What's the youngest you've like been with?
And how old are you at the time?
At this age now, 25.
If it was reversed, if it was a man who was 42 with a woman.
Yeah, you
25.
know what I'm gonna say.
Man, them do
I'll be
that
right.
All the time.
Robert.
Yeah,
Man, them do it all the time.
No, I know. We know this, but we've had this conversation where big numbers, like for me, it's mind blowing.
But I had this conversation all the time.
Yeah.
How old are you now again?
We know.
Oh, there we go. All right. I know how old you are. Fine. What's the youngest girl you would?
And we've had this conversation.
That I would sleep with. Or
Yeah.
that I would have a relationship with.
Give me both numbers.
They're both very subjective depending on the person. So,
I'm asking you. Oh, on the person, depending on the girl.
Yeah. So
the age doesn't bother you. Then.
There
If
is
it's subjective, the age doesn't bother you.
no, obviously we're not talking about really young girls.
Under
I know
25?
Everything above, say, 23 is subjective. Because it depends on the person.
How old are you?
And I'm an age.
You're of age.
You know how old I am, right?
I think so.
Minus 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this leads on to my question I've been wanting to ask. You've known her for how long?
Since I was
20 years?
Yeah, since I was.
It's a long time. It's 2 decades, man.
No, longer than that. Since
Yeah.
I was like 10.
Yeah.
How do you know each other?
Wait a minute.
His brother's my best friend.
Okay.
At no point in time did you feel juicy block of chocolate there?
Little teddy bear.
I did actually.
What you doing? Little teddy bear, something.
So
Little John.
him
Okay.
and my other best friend's younger brothers, my girls and I were licking our lips like they were snacks when we were.
All right, so you actually run with cougars, like all of y'all. See,
Their little team.
Can I get a group picture?
Their little team.
You got a group picture on Instagram.
Yo, bring all your friends to the live show, please. I want to spread them out.
You're not ready for half my friends.
Trust me.
Bring them. I'm ready. Do you know I am? Do you know whose I am?
Listen. They're bats.
Look at that thing. Buff though. They're buff. What are you doing? Yeah?
Don't trust what he's saying. He's in
Yeah,
the
like-
company.
You don't have to trust me.
Yeah.
She'll show you pictures after.
All right, thank
she'll
you very much.
She'll show you pictures after. You don't have to trust me.
Little pic.
Mhm.
Come here.
The team is strong.
Little song.
All right. So you've got like a wallet phone.
Yeah, I do.
Which is old, isn't it?
You're showing your age, you
Which is 42. Right,
I'm proud.
Pull it out. Can I get your number? No.
No.
The way she, yeah, it's true.
I know
The way
20.
she, the way
Do
she.
you want my pager?
It's so funny you say that. I know girls in their 20s with that case, and I'm like, what are you doing with
Well,
that?
they're junior aunties. They're junior aunties.
Junior aunties.
Right, what are we saying?
Yo, let me see. Who you say?
That's just one of them.
That's you though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, is she showing me the finest one?
I'll let you judge.
I think she was better.
Let me see.
Not my type still. Not my type still.
No,
Yeah,
What is your type?
She's not my,
What is
my
my type?
flavour.
Yeah.
Let me
Not
see.
that,
It's not really my flavour.
Not bad, mate.
I have.
But I'm sure she's lovely.
She's beautiful.
Do you have like a pic of everyone in a row? Like you
Yeah,
know,
I
out
think
like
so.
group pic.
What is this? Usual
Okay.
suspects?
No, bring that
I'm
out.
just looking at your abs, to be honest.
So then I can just
I didn't know that.
I
No,
mean,
that was like 2
tally
weeks
through them all
ago.
at once.
Mm-hmm.
I ate so much sugar.
The other ones.
I don't think this does.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
this doesn't do anyone any justice. It's one
This
of
is,
those
this
photos
is,
that
Why? Because you got options.
all right.
I don't think it makes any of them
Yeah.
look their finest. You got to see them in 3D.
And there's some people that aren't even in there.
Yeah,
You gotta see them.
You all kind of look the same though. What's going on there?
I know. Do you know? What? I was thinking that myself the other
sisters.
day.
I was thinking that's the last picture.
I was wondering what happened. Actually, I did have a conversation with someone yesterday who's doing a documentary on how Black women are perceived in the corporate workplace and blah blah blah. And I gave him long chats about being mixed race and how Black girls perceive me and how my friends. This is a whole nother topic. My friends over the years have probably become more mixed race because that's where I'm most accepted. But yeah, that's a whole nother podcast.
All right. I've got I found this on Twitter and I put it up on my Instagram story. And I thought it was interesting to talk about. So someone Googled what age does a man mature?
Oh, I saw
Oh, I
that.
saw that.
And then Google said 43. It said men finally grow up at the age of 43, a full 11 years after women mature, according to a new survey. I'm not sure how many people that they surveyed or whatever.
So women don't mature until 43 and above?
It's not clear.
No, 30.
Okay.
32. Yeah.
No, 11 full years.
I still got
so
2
men
years.
mature 11 full years after women do.
Yeah, so 32.
Okay.
Yeah. But obviously it's not clear how this study was. This was in 2013.
Oh.
A study into differences in maturity between genders.
6 years can make a big difference, you know.
Both men and women
Yeah.
agree men remain immature well into their late 30s and early 40s, but the average age at which women mature emerged as 32. And a lot of girls were like, yeah, what'd they do? I believe that. I agree with that. Men are immature.
You gotta tell me how they judge mature. That's my first
And
question.
I asked a lot of girls, what are you talking about? Are you talking about just in life or relationships? A lot of them were talking about relationships.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Do we agree?
I don't
No,
agree.
I disagree.
No, I agree that.
I think
women-
43 is a
I think
very
women
old
definitely
age.
mature more than men, but I can't say I agree because I'm not even 42. Like, I don't. Do you know what I mean? I can't say that I've experienced it and I was with someone and I don't know.
I think younger guys could be more respectful. And I think that just comes down to millennial values and social media and expectations and education around equality and feminism and stuff. I've had more shit chat from guys who are older than the younger guys.
Because they're stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the
Okay,
different
I think-
generation.
Oh, when
I
you said
get
can
that.
be more respectful, so you mean you find them more respectful?
Younger guys, yeah.
Oh,
more
right, okay.
respectful.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can see that. I
Can
can see
you?
More
that.
respectful, more grateful.
Yeah.
More grateful.
Yeah,
You know
grateful, I
what?
can see.
Well, wait, if you're that age,
Just a crumb.
if you're that age and a 42-year-old approaches you like that, of course you're gonna be respectful. You're gonna be like,
So 42
Happy
something.
days.
Yo,
Yes,
come
Yes,
on.
ma. Yes, ma.
Hold on. The
Yes,
guy,
ma'am.
you
Good
took
evening, ma.
He was 25.
Yeah.
Mm.
When
Lieutenant.
when did he find out your age?
On the first day.
So okay, cool. So,
he's in a WhatsApp group like, yo,
so to
you
him,
man.
like, rah, 40, because for a 25-year-old, for 42-year-old to approach him, that's kind of a big deal.
For any woman to approach him like, you're coming home with me tonight is
Yeah, that alone is like a
is
cha-ching.
yeah,
but
lottery.
for you to be 42, it's like, rah, this is I hit the cougar jackpot. You know what I mean?
Do you like that name?
I'd asked him, no.
Which not really a cougar because she's not a mother.
No.
Aren't cougars
But-
mothers?
No,
No, not
that's a
necessarily.
milf.
Just
That's a
on
milf.
there.
Yeah.
I stand
But I did
corrected.
ask him if he'd slept with an older woman before, and he said he'd slept with a 45-year-old.
So he.
So this is his thing.
Yeah.
then.
So,
No, he's giving him that aura.
But do you really believe that he's actually, or do you think he was just saying it just to kind of like,
Appease you.
You never
Make
know.
it
no,
say-
I've seen women around him. There was some woman that walked past him the other day and she's like, oh shit, where did you come from? I was like, okay.
45, you
He
know.
has that kind of effect. I
We used to
think.
call one of my friends Sam Allardyce because you only ever seem to attract older women. You know, Sam Allardyce, you only sign older players. Yeah, so we used to call him Sam Allardyce. He just went for his face.
What's the oldest woman you've ever been with? And at what age were you?
I'm not done any women that much older than me, to be fair. Only that 2 or 3 years older than me.
Okay, I think I was maybe 25, 26, and she was like maybe 33
Hmm.
or 34.
Was it better?
No. I think I told the story part. I think she used me. I think I told the story before.
yeah, but I don't remember it though.
Yeah.
But you did say she used you.
It was like, we done it one time and she didn't holler again. And I'm thinking,
So you were like, I remember you were like, does it mean it was me?
What was her name?
Or
what's her name?
Was she a mixed thing?
She was a mixed singer. She was a mixed thing. Why you ask that?
He's checking your memory. He's checking
He'd
your memory.
remember, darling. He'd remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
Devoured. I would have been devoured. But yeah.
No, I think women mature earlier. And I think part of it is relationships because not a lot, but when I was younger, I felt like girls always in relationships with guys much older than them or with guys who were
It's
older than them.
It's hormonal
Mm,
and neuroscientific. There's lots of reasons for it.
yeah, a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think relationships is one reason.
So why not?
yeah,
I
John.
think his
Yeah,
brother,
John.
Yeah, John and
He's
his brother
basically
would
my
shoot
sister.
him.
I love it,
shoot
man.
himself.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. I love
And there's
it.
bare cross talk. I can't hear what she's saying.
Sorry, go on.
Like,
I think
Listen to
his-
what I'm saying. She's basically my sister. I
I'm,
love
the,
it.
I'm the captain now. No?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
no.
Say no.
Brother will kill her
No.
as well.
all right, okay.
All right, so can I delve into the relations? What about you and his brother?
Never.
Ever been a thing?
Never.
Never.
I was actually with him the first week of uni when he met his now wife.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Didn't know he was married.
Next time you see he's gonna punch you up in it. Cool.
John's brother. I'm so sorry.
Cool.
Wait, you have two brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that's not married. What about him?
I should have lied and said no. I should have said no.
No. I don't think he's ready for any of this.
Oh,
Damn.
what is this? Take me there.
Oh, God.
Take me to this
You did it to
nasty
yourself.
world
No,
of yours.
yourself.
I'm more interested in asking Gina what the youngest she'd have is.
Well, hold on.
You
How
see
old are
that
you?
diversion?
I'm 30.
I should know that because okay.
Not that young. I think young, like,
I can imagine dealing with a young thing.
neither can I. But the
I
youngest
can't
I've
either.
ever been involved with was like 2 years younger than me. And even then, I don't think, no, he even showed his age and it was like,
Bare bossy.
I can't even imagine you with like a 24-year-old
never.
trying to
I
do his
can't.
thing.
You know what as well? I'm very like,
Hurry up, we're going to the gym.
yeah, I'm not bossy, but I'm very,
Bossy.
yeah, to a degree. Do you get what I mean? I'm
bossy too.
not bossy, but I can,
Wow,
you know, if I had a younger guy, yeah, I just wouldn't respect him. Not like I wouldn't respect him, but I could just be thinking, move, man, you're
Small
a
boy,
child. Like,
small
yeah,
boy.
like I'd always be like,
Ages.
if he ever tried to like give me lip, I'd think,
Yeah.
what are you talking to? Are you mad?
Blame
Like,
yourself.
But that's okay.
Blame yourself.
so I don't know, unless it was like quite mature, but then it's like, you must just go for someone your age then, if that's the case. But I just generally, because I generally believe guys do mature a lot later than girls. I think even guys my age is wahala. So going for a younger guy is even worse. So I've never been like a younger guy, but I've never been an older guy person either.
But I think girls paint guys with the immature brush if a guy's single and he's not settling down. Oh yeah, immature.
No, not even.
A lot of girls who
I
who
think-
were replying back to me.
I think it's
were
about,
talking about relationships.
for me, it's about how you even communicate in a relationship. Like even common things like communicating or like your mindset or your attitude of how to like resolve conflict.
Yeah.
A lot of it, sometimes I'm thinking you're actually a child. Like you generally don't get it. Like this is common sense.
But grown
Open your
men
mouth.
also can't communicate.
Yeah.
This is it.
It's about life experiences. I mean, you know, yeah, I've dealt with or spoke to, even forget outside of relationship, just in general, deal with people that are older than you and you're like, how did you get to 40 and you still can't
Don't get it, yeah.
You still can't just use common sense to communicate at the right
It can actually
time.
be worse because they've got their own story, their own narrative,
Yeah,
and then they've
it's embedded.
learned bad habits.
And I think that's also when you don't pull people up on stuff.
Mm.
Like so let's talk about like adults and the older generation.
Yeah.
So like me and my mum didn't have a typical African daughter-mother relationship. Like I tell my mum when she's in the wrong, or like I pull her up on stuff all the time. Whereas I know a lot of my friends wouldn't even dare speak to their parents like that. You took me and my mum, my friends. But the reason why I do that is because I need her to understand, because I don't want it to be a thing where I don't get why you don't get it. Like you're too old to not get it. And we're in this country now, we're not in Africa. Like you've moved here, you've been here for years. So it's time to adapt. Like it doesn't, do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm a firm believer of, even my aunties, that they always say like I'm the child who's rude. It's not that I'm rude.
The English one.
I'm just very outspoken and I don't care how old you are. Like if you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. Like I'm not going to not say anything because you're older than me.
Yeah.
Because I need you to understand that it doesn't work like that and it's not right. And these are the reasons why. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. Me and my mum have a very different relationship. But I think as I got older, it was the same. I was like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
First time she was like, what are you talking to? I'm like, I'm talking to you.
Why do you get it?
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
we're cool. We just have conversations.
Like literally, I actually communicate with her, and I like if she does something to offend me, like I'll explain it, and she'll be like, "Oh, okay, I get it now."
so-
Like do you know what I mean? Or she wouldn't get it before, whereas other people just won't talk and they won't say anything. I'll be like, nah.
And other people like from African descent, when they see me and my mum talk, they look at me like, how can you talk like that to your mum?
Talk to
I'm not talking to my mum in any way. She's
She
fine.
don't-
Yeah, she'll message me later and be like, sorry, son. Like, do you know what I mean?
I honestly think, I always think, if people actually saw how me and my mum vibed, they'd be flabbergasted. They'd be like,
Yeah.
Is she a young mum?
no, not at all. But she's not, no, so she had me at 30, so she's 60, I'm 30. But we're so close, it's weird. And she's like my friends. Like I can talk to her how I talk to my friends. And I guess that's how and why it works. But
best
we've had to
relationship.
work on it to get there. Like it wasn't always like that. But yeah,
So Stormzy broke up with Maya Jama. How about that, eh?
fam,
Mad thing.
How about that old chestnut?
sad thing.
Is it confirmed? Is it true?
According to the
Obviously,
tabloids.
it's all speculation right now, isn't it?
But I heard she unfollowed. You know the normal maths, innit?
Yeah.
Or she unfollowed that one.
And then some wench came and told her, oh yeah, I saw Stormzy cheating with Georgia Smith.
Yeah.
It's your own. It's
She
your
responded
business.
and was like, thanks for letting me know. I said, yo.
Yeah, but you can't let a stranger tell you that. Bring evidence. You can't just a stranger DM you and say your man's cheating. Oh, thanks for letting me know.
Did she actually
What?
say thanks for letting me know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You see screenshots, yeah.
It was very Danielle type answer. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Bring ID next time, okay?
I'll poison him later. Thanks. Yeah.
You're done.
So who's first? Which is the first rapper to jump in Maya Jama's DMs? I'm saying
I think
Drake
a lot of people fancy her regardless, yeah. And a lot of man them didn't rate Stormzy,
crept.
but I know a lot of people are like have not wanted the chance, but now they're just thinking, yo.
Yeah, Maya's not. She's a.
I don't know, she's so young though. She's only 25.
Is she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Stormzy then.
I was
Like,
Stormzy's only 25.
Yeah.
I know, but Maya Jama looks so much older than what she is.
But I don't think I don't think she carries herself old
No.
though.
I think she does. To me, she does. I
Nah.
thought to me, she's like a
She does not.
She's always doing
She's
goofy
very-
stuff.
yeah,
She's
she
very
doesn't-
playful.
she-
I don't follow her. I don't know.
If you follow her, you will not
okay.
think she's
Or watch
older.
the,
She carries herself as her age. Oh,
she-
that show, the
Murder Comedian.
Yeah.
Yes, that's epitome of how she's on
that's her
social
character.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's the epitome.
Yes.
The epitome, please.
Mhm.
It's not the epitome.
It is epitome.
I'm saying Fredo jumped in there first still.
You think so? I think he's
knew
a bit.
you were gonna say that.
No, but I think he's a bit too small for her though.
What do you mean?
She's tall.
She's
Is
Like
he-
she's
is he a small guy?
yeah. She's
Oh.
tall.
But missed.
Again, he's
No,
too
because
short.
Miss seemed like he would.
Nah,
he doesn't-
I'm not
he seems
joking,
raggo.
yeah.
Like, he would just do it.
I'm thinking of who I think she'd suit next, basically.
Yeah,
Conan.
because we don't know.
I'll
her.
jump in there. Nah, he's friends with Stormzy. He won't do it.
Daniel, do you know who we're talking about?
I don't actually.
You don't know who Maya Jama is?
No.
How did you?
Did you see that? I
Press
could've
market it.
checked out.
He knew.
And this is where Brent is going to be like, you're showing your age.
No, Brent basically said, yeah, when you were adult, Margaret Thatcher was the Prime Minister.
I did not say that.
That's what, no,
I
that's
did
what,
not say
that's what he just said. Am I lying? That's what he just
It's the truth, though.
insinuated.
It's the truth.
Let me show you
I
Maya
just-
Jama.
Man said,
I don't
John
follow
Major,
anything
never
When you
on
see her, you
social
know her.
media.
That's
But
you must have seen her.
yes, I know her.
Yeah,
I just don't know
she
her
was,
name.
You know Stormzy?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course
she was with Stormzy.
yeah,
They
yeah.
were together for 4 or 5 years.
Big for your boots, you know?
I'm actually
Stormzy, of course I know Stormzy.
Who doesn't know
Shut up.
Stormzy?
Shut up.
Shut up.
I said big for your boots.
Oh, mate. Actually,
Too funny.
no, who did you, actually, hold on. What year were you born? Just so I can put this in.
77.
Mad thing.
So Mob Deep, Nas Illmatic, all of that.
You're looking
I was
very
a
beautiful.
real-
right
So,
now.
so
a
This is
real
coming
hip-hop
album
head.
Very beautiful.
you were adult when them things came out there.
Yeah,
That's mad. I was still a little boy still.
but quite a storm.
You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I always
Straight.
just gave away your age. I
Straight.
was so lucky. I thought if I opened my
The
mouth.
thing is, everyone knows my age anyway.
They know
but I'm
his
just-
age,
but
man.
for some reason, Brent put in my head now I should just keep it a secret. It's Brent's fault.
He doesn't want to ruin his markets.
No, you did. You said it to me one week.
All right, cool.
And that's why I'm running with it.
It's all right. I'm going to stay 42 for the next 10 years.
Straight.
I'm saying 28 for the next 10 years still.
I'm whatever age I need to be. for
Wink,
that
wink.
situation. Shit.
Rav, okay. Them lies there.
Whatever. No, I'm joking. I'm always open about my age.
Then-
Apparently, I don't look my age. So I'm
You look
good.
like a baby.
There you go. So I'm all right.
baby boy. What else happened this week? What else pressing news was?
I was going to... Can we talk about your app?
I was going to say, talking about your hat. I'm thinking, big man.
No.
Yeah, okay, cool. You know what's so funny? Because last week, like I was telling you before, we were speaking about, well, they were...
I was trying to get
it
you
was,
to
it was
speak
it was
it.
zoned in on me, innit? On me and talking about new ways of meeting people, dating sites, apps, different places to go. So obviously it's a nice segue into what you guys do
Yeah.
with Piin. So we can talk about that, introduce it. What is it? How can people find it?
I'll let the founder
I mean-
do the honors.
Yeah, so Piin basically lets you check into various locations and then connect with people where you are.
Yeah.
So it's about efficient connections right away, whatever you're looking for. So you match on intent. So if you want to date, if you just want friendship, if you want to network, then you'll only see people in those locations who are looking for the same thing as you. So it kind of came about because I do a lot of networking and I also like scowling bars
We know that.
for hotties.
Wet.
And you can't always be approaching people. Cold approach doesn't always work.
Especially not in London. In America, maybe, but not in London.
Yeah, and I'd kind of rather
UK.
know who's available kind of around me to hang. But yeah, not just from a romantic perspective, but platonic as well. I'm all about growing my network. That's how I survive. It's how I become successful. So yeah, connections are really important, and that's why I created the app.
So when you make your profile, do you specify obviously your wants, desires, whatever?
You literally, every time you check in, you can say what you're looking for. So it basically filters it like that. So your profile's your profile, and you check in, you've got 3 different buttons to pick. And you pick that, and you only see people.
So then sometimes, one day I might go to a bar, might be feeling like I want to do a little fling thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Fling thing connected.
Yeah.
The next time,
The sound effects.
might be looking for a little friend.
Yep.
Friend thing. So
Exactly.
depending on where you are, you set it.
Exactly.
I love that. Nudge me. Say nothing. It's good stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think it takes away a lot of the other dating apps. Well, a lot of the other apps is very about physicals, sexualized, etc. This is very different. And because you can mark your intent every time, it doesn't fix you in a specific lane. So if you do need to be networking for a bit, you're good. If you want to, find the next hottie that's gonna rent a room in your house, you can do that as well.
And it's a very private app. So if you choose not to be visible on the app when you're not checked in, you're not on the app. So it's not like Tinder where you could come across your profile 3 days later. If you're checked in, you're checked in. If you're not, you're not. No one can be sitting on a sofa and see that you're checked in down the road. Only people who are in your location.
Okay.
So what you're saying
you.
is guys can cheat in peace.
Wow.
With Piin.
Bro.
I don't advocate cheating.
I'm joking.
But you can also blur your profile picture.
That's what I'm
as well.
saying. It's cheat proof, baby.
Because if you're somewhere intimate and you don't want to be seen, and I'd see less of a dating element, but maybe networking. Say you're an investor and you're in a bar, but you're actually looking for startups or someone to mentor. You don't want everyone kind of approaching you, coming up to you when you're there. So.
When is it available for people to download? Is it ready now?
Yeah, it's available now. It launched in May this year, had about 2,000 downloads so far.
Nice.
Mainly organic because Facebook are blocking me. Because Facebook are...
Really?
Pagans.
Yeah, exactly.
What with the whole ad stuff?
We're still trying to get on there, so relax.
Facebook are brilliant.
Yeah.
We love them.
Call me.
I'll be tweeting Mark Zuckerberg if they don't approve my next ad.
And I'll put the link to Piin in the description.
Thank
So
you.
if people want to download it, use it, start your profiles. And even, we should do this actually. If you're coming to the live show on September the 15th, but you want to potentially meet someone, maybe a friend thing, maybe a fling thing.
On network,
download Piin, come to the live show, and then pull it on and see whether or not you connect.
and that's Piin, Piin.
That's the one.
You know what I mean? Piin, no, sounds cool. So I'm like,
We
you know
should
what?
We should do a little experiment with you, man. You should download it and say you get on with it for 30 days.
You know what? Nudge me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to download Piin tonight. Yeah. I'm going to see what happens.
2,000 downloads?
2,000 downloads.
2,000 possible people?
Yeah, so if we're talking startups here and like learning from challenges, I think one of the things that I probably should have done initially is to limit it to different, to specific places like Shoreditch or wherever, because you find that some people might go on like in the next 30 days, you might check into some places and not see people around you because they're in South London or East London or wherever. So I am actually thinking about sending push notifications to people to say, only check in when you're in Shoreditch, or only check in when you're in this area. But to be honest, you can still see people on the app. A lot of people are choosing to be visible, even though they're not checking in.
Yeah.
So you could still match.
Okay.
Like my cousin's matched with 3 guys so far in there.
Them ones, little menage.
Or if you're coming to the show,
Just check in when you're there.
Anyone that wants to meet us, get there and check in at the live show.
What are you saying, bro? Find you a wife 2019.
Come
bro.
on.
We got a few months left. G.
Sponsored by Piin. You get me? When you get married, your marriage is sponsored by Piin.
So done.
What's the update? You telling me you were going to do this whole quest thing?
Well, no one's really.
Don't start like that.
Okay, sorry.
Listen, no one's really.
Okay, all right, cool.
There's no interest.
Obviously, I'm sieving through.
Baby me in.
All right, I'm sieving through my people. Them like just trying to get a real feel of what's really out there.
What's out there?
Yeah, I think I need to like cast my net a bit wider.
What's this for?
Literally trying to find him a partner.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm on a mission.
To find your friend a partner?
Yeah, to find him.
How old is he?
We can discuss that off here.
You smart?
Huh? But yeah, you can help me.
No, she's talking about me.
She's trying to find him a partner.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But she can help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. So we'll discuss that afterwards.
She's a good wingman.
I'll swear.
And then, so I'll let you know the requirements.
Okie dokie.
And we can just get this cracking. This is brilliant.
Nice.
So yeah, and
all sponsored by Piin.
literally.
You know what?
So the aim is to try and get you a missus, but preferably not in time for Afro Nation because he wants to go next year. And he
which one? Ghana or Portugal?
November.
Next year, and he did say that if he doesn't have a missus this year, he's going. And I know my brother really wants to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
you know, did an American one, isn't it?
No, in
Wait, and just remove
Well,
it.
if it's in Miami, there'll be a lot more plastic ass than there was in Portugal.
yeah, I heard there was still a lot though in Portugal.
Are
I
you,
don't
are you
think
judging?
so.
Judging?
That look like real ass.
Are you judging now?
No, not at all.
All right.
I am all for
They bought
women
it.
doing whatever
They
they want to
bought
do
it.
to their bodies.
All right.
I think it should
Definitely.
be funner in Portugal, no?
What, the Miami?
You know what? I
Miami's
think,
a bit
it's
too
predictable.
I think Miami
fast spread.
is gonna be better in terms of
I have Americans there.
The men,
Americans,
the
yeah.
NFL
Like
players.
just in general, I think Americans are just so much
Close
more
your
entertaining.
eyes.
No,
No, she's talking about NFL players.
no, I just think Americans are just much
More
more
fun.
entertaining and like more fun, more bubbly. Just the look, the energy,
Yeah.
the vibe is just so much better.
Less prudish.
So imagine Afro Nation being around Americans. Like I just think it'll be lit.
I
Like
thought
it'll
it
be lit anyway.
I thought they would have done something like Atlanta or something.
Ooh, I need to go to Atlanta, I'm telling you.
Save me, it's on my
Trust
list.
I feel like that's where it's
You're gonna. You keep saying you're gonna find
You'll
your
find a
girlfriend
wife
there.
there.
Yeah.
What, in Atlanta?
Not even a girlfriend, he'll find
That's
a
what I'm
wife
saying.
there.
Atlanta.
You're gonna find a wife in Atlanta?
Atlanta's the black hub.
He keeps saying that.
Okay.
No?
Mm.
I got a feeling.
You go then.
Okay.
I'm going, bruv.
When?
Are you coming?
Yeah, let me know. Still,
Alright, let's go.
Let's roll it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll talk after.
Yeah.
We'll talk after. Alright, cool. Anything else happened this week? Any other
Oh, guys, you know
stories?
what we didn't talk about last week?
Power's coming back. Can't wait for that.
I think we should
I'm not
talk
watching that
about.
shit.
Why?
What are you lot saying about the whole Jay-Z thing and him?
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
What's he done now?
So basically, remember how you had the whole NFL, some black people were boycotting the NFL, the whole Colin, wow.
Colin
Colin
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick, how he got fired, the whole kneeling thing. And at the time, wasn't Jay-Z like
Yeah, it was very
big on-
vocal.
very vocal and very big on the movement. Now, Jay-Z's basically made, what's he done?
He's like a partnership
He's
with the
got
NFL.
a partnership with them now, and basically he's going to be
To become
providing
like an owner.
the entertainment in all the halftime.
He's a
slots.
businessman.
That's what I'm saying.
So
He's
he's got
putting
that-
business
it's
first
business.
over his
So he's got an
values or...
Yeah, he's got an entertainment partnership, and also he'll assist the
The
NFL
social justice
with all
initiatives, isn't it?
social justice initiatives.
Yeah. But he was saying, I think in one of the interviews, he was talking about how we're past the stage of kneeling.
So that was at the press conference.
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's a lot of mixed responses, basically.
So is it a case of they don't think he should have done it in the first place, or he should have done it but brought in Cap somehow?
So they think he's been a hypocrite
Yeah.
because so from what I've seen, they think he's been a hypocrite because the Colin Kaepernick situation is still not resolved
Yeah.
in some people's eyes,
Yeah.
which is actually factually incorrect because
Yeah.
Kaepernick settled
He done
Yeah.
take
and took
a deal.
money, right?
Done take a deal.
So he took a deal.
Yeah.
But they feel like after everything he said about, we don't need you, he said that those lines in the song, that now he's kind of been a hypocrite. I think that I can understand why people think that because you said that by the NFL. You said, I don't need you, you need me. You couldn't pay me enough money to come and do your show, blah, blah, blah.
Because he was meant to do the last one, right? The halftime.
So they asked him to the Super Bowl,
Super Bowl.
2 years ago, I
And
think,
he
and he
said
said no.
no.
Then when Travis Scott accepted,
Yeah,
apparently-
he had something to say about
he
that.
said Travis Scott shouldn't have accepted.
And I think he
But
told Jermaine
doing the
Dupri not to do
Super
something as
Bowl
well.
and then having a contract with them that's going to give him millions over the next 5 years is two totally different things.
Yeah, but that's what people are saying. He's chosen money over them. He's a
Of,
hypocrite.
of course he has.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if he needs money like that.
No, he
They always do. He's a businessman.
No,
Money,
no.
money. It's not like me or you having 10 million tomorrow.
The influence that he would have just at that table.
That's what
I think it's very good.
significance.
So
I
that's what
strongly
some-
disagree.
So someone else said that and was like, sometimes you have to get in with them to then be able to try and... and make a difference.
The NFL don't care about Jay-Z, bro. I'll be honest.
America doesn't work like that. If you know fundamentally how America works and how certain families and certain people have kept a grip on America for so long, as much as Jay-Z is big to us, little man Jay-Z sitting at the table, he's not going to shift the needle that much. It's a business deal.
Okay, all right, cool. I hear that. Who is Colin Kaepernick?
What do you mean?
Who is he now?
He's an
activist.
Who was he before?
He was an American football player.
He was nobody before. Then he took a knee.
Yeah.
And then things shifted. We had these discussions.
Yeah.
Now, Jay-Z, even though it does appear that he was being a hypocrite, cool, rightly so, he's now looking to take a knee. He did say, yes, we're done with taking a knee. Not in that sense. He's like, what is next?
Yeah.
So he's not like minimizing it at all. He's now saying, we need to push it further. And this is me looking to push it further. I might come across as a hypocrite. Cool. I'm willing to take that hit. If it is, for the long term, I'm doing part.
I don't necessarily think he's been a hypocrite. I don't necessarily agree with that. I can see how it looks that way. I don't necessarily think. I think if he genuinely believes what he's saying, and he's saying, right, the kneeling brought things to people's attention.
Yeah.
That had certain outcomes. And if it wasn't for the kneeling, I probably wouldn't be at this table now.
Yeah.
So if he genuinely believes that by him sitting at that table, he can do 1 or 2% more change.
It could even be 0.00001%, but it's more than it was before.
If that's his intention, then I don't think he's a hypocrite. But the reality of it is, I personally think he could have maybe done something slightly different.
Yes, he could have.
I don't see how that's going to...
But this is all in hindsight. And we don't know yet.
Only time will tell.
Precisely. We don't know yet what's going to come up.
So for me, it's my hypothesis versus his hypothesis, right? So over time, the rumor is the next step is now he's going to part own an NFL team. And I wouldn't be shocked if he part owns an NFL team, somehow Colin Kaepernick ends up on the roster. But,
that's what,
So, in 5 or 10 years, let's judge. But I think people have the right to, on the basis of what information today, is to say, well, Jay, you look like a hypocrite. Like everything in life, in 3 years, he'll either look like more of a hypocrite or less of one.
That's what the timeline does, so continue the course. It's good. And when you're that against an organisation, to sign what looks like a quite lucrative deal a year later, it does look like the social justice, not campaign, but the social justice you've been doing has now benefited you greatly. So people... I hear that, but Colin took the deal. You get me? So, I'd even thought like that.
And I heard apparently, it was reported there's only 6 figures.
Who knows, man? Who knows, man?
It depends on what the number is at the beginning of that 6 figures.
No, it was low 6 figures.
I'm sure he was still getting paid by Nike though the whole time he was unemployed.
So?
I'm saying
his NFL contract must have been worth more than that.
That's what I'm saying. So I hope it's wrong. I hope that settlement figure is wrong. I mean, Cap did settle. So all that business about, well, you're not looking after Cap, he settled. He took a deal with the NFL and he took his money and he walked.
Do you know much about the NFL? Or him as a player?
Sorry.
Do you know much about Colin Kaepernick as a player?
Yeah.
How good was he? Is he even good? Is he?
He's not he's not number one.
Use a Prem player to give me a comparison.
So there's how many teams in the league? He's at least he's at least better than half of the quarterbacks in the league. He should be at a team, 100%. Okay. He's good enough to be in an NFL team. No sympathy, no giveaways. He's good enough to be in a decent NFL team, and he's good enough to start for a few of them.
Okay. So do you think if he was a scrub, that it would have made a big story?
What do you mean if he was a scrub?
The fact that he's actually a good player.
Yeah, of course, because it shows that they're actually keeping him at the league. It's not his talent. It's not that he's not good enough to play. They're actually keeping him at the league. So if he was rubbish, then it would have been easy to say, well, you're not good enough, bro. Look at your numbers. But he was starting.
No, I always wondered, was he actually an elite NFL player?
Yeah. He wasn't super amazing from what I understand.
Yeah.
But he's good enough to be in the league.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jay's a businessman, isn't he? He's going to go to the bag.
But that's not an excuse, though. If he's genuinely been a hypocrite, then we should call him out for it. Just saying he's a businessman doesn't mean he can just...
Did anyone see the actual meeting they had?
I didn't watch the clip.
Charlemagne was there as well, Austin Christians.
Yeah, of course he was.
Did you see it?
Yeah, but no, I didn't. But
okay.
Like Jay is no like big flipping orator. Like, cool, ask him a question. He's not going to have something like there prepared to...
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he did. Even when...
But he should have had something.
He should have.
He should have known they were going to ask him.
Because when Charlemagne asked him about the Cap situation, he basically was like, well, it's done.
He said,
He was like,
he said, well... And then he points at, you know.
Yeah. we're all aware
Yeah.
about the situation, right?
Yeah.
So you're aware. Okay, cool. Let's move on.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best PR moment. To be honest.
Yeah, he seemed like
perception is
yeah.
reality.
It seemed like Charlamagne caught him out, and he just tried to just brush it off. I mean, but
I can wait for Jay-Z, to be honest. I'll wait.
We'll see. I'm not optimistic, as you can tell, but I think if that's what he thinks is the next step for him to make it, he's put himself in a position he can make that call. I just think there might have been slightly different ways, but then maybe that's the only way he could get to own a team. Maybe because owning a team is where he can definitely make a difference in the NFL, right?
Yeah, but when you say own a team, because for example, you know the whole Brooklyn Nets situation
With the
where
Drake,
everyone
has Drake got a team?
No,
No.
he
So-
get that P.
So Drake is the brand ambassador for
Toronto Raptors.
I think he does other things as well.
And he
but
sponsors their
this is
training
Drake
centers.
doesn't have enough money to own a team.
Okay.
But when Jay-Z,
That's what I meant when I said he ain't got that P, baby.
Okay.
when Jay was
I'm
I'm
involved,
done.
when Jay
so
was
done.
involved with the New Jersey Nets going over to Brooklyn and building the Barclays Center, it was marketed like he was the owner, but he only owed 1%.
You're still an owner.
I know, but
You're not the owner, but you're an owner. I think so. If
he only owned 1% of the
You're a shareholder.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's only
exactly.
1%.
so, I think owning, it maybe majority shareholder, or he'll have a consortium of people that.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think Jay-Z's gonna own an NFL team.
But he might
But-
lead the consortium that owns it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
and
He might get together with Diddy and Drake,
Yeah.
and they
no,
might do
because
something.
no, but didn't everyone try to get together to buy the
It was something, but it was all rumors and speculation.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. He just because he wrote on Instagram, "Oh, let's do this."
Yeah, I'm not sure they actually tried to do it properly, but they did try to make a movement on social.
Yeah.
He wrote something
Yeah.
on Instagram about buying a team.
Yeah, and
I mean,
it
it's
was
all
time-
rumors. He might not be doing it, but apparently that's the next thing to take part ownership or
Yeah.
significant ownership.
I
in
think
the
Kevin
NFL.
Hart was trying to build the hype up as well. They were saying, yeah, if we own this team, then we can put cap on the team. And
But funny enough, if anyone watches Ballers, they're trying to tell that story through the show.
okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
From
The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're actually trying to tell the story of how the NFL is controlled, how they treat black players, all that kind of stuff. There's actually a serious story to it. And then the last storyline was about him trying to buy a team and how he basically got blackballed, how he got kept out, how certain black people were basically keeping themselves right with the right people, etc. So on that note, watch the last season of Ballers. It's very interesting.
Ballers is
and,
dope.
and the NCAA, I think.
I don't know why I don't watch Ballers. I'm just lazy when it comes to watching TV because I know it's
You
definitely
love
something
Ballers,
up my
bro.
street.
Yeah, it's good.
Right
It's pertinent to all of this.
I'm going to plug Money Heist.
Yeah,
Everyone's
still.
talking about Money Heist.
You know
show
what? I'm
is
just
shit.
so. I really
That
need
show
to. I
is
really need to.
so.
That's what I'm saying. With people's
Did you
opinions,
say it's shit?
the spectrums
said
are too vast. He's saying it's shit. People are saying it's the best thing
How
since
far
sliced
have
bread.
you how
It's
far have you
mad.
got in?
He probably gave up.
Because the first 2 episodes I wasn't impressed, but now I'm
I
literally
wasted my
watching while I'm
time
brushing my teeth.
watching how many episodes of the people them in the same bank for however long. I mean, it got boring. Funnily enough, the newest series is where they should have gone a long time ago. I'm not going to spoil it, but where they've taken it outside the bank now, finally, is where it should have gone. So just skip
I'm
season
only
2,
on
bro.
part 2.
Okay, skip season 2. Just skip it.
No, don't. Watch it from the beginning.
I
It's
think I'll
good.
start with Ballers.
It's a waste of time. Watch
seem
Ballers
like
is
my
bad.
type of
And
thing.
Ballers is 30 minutes an episode.
Oh,
So,
is it? I
yeah.
can just
Want some water?
dust through it still. All right, let's do, what's the time? Let's do songs of the week. So every week we play a song for the listeners to listen to. It could be old, it could be...
It's my second
No,
business
no
week.
guidance, because that just gives me fanny flutters.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No guidance. You know, I didn't like that song at first.
You did that.
I didn't
I
get
love it.
Then I heard it when I was out. I was like, oh.
No, you have,
all
to,
right.
you have to play it. You don't just say it. Yeah? So you got
I've got to play it.
to play it.
What did I play on the other time I saw you?
Well,
I know what I did. I know what I played. Okay, so good. I'm gonna play.
Who wants to go first? I don't even know what I'm playing, to be fair.
I'm gonna
Might
play
play
Young Thug.
Jim Jones, Epitome.
Maybe you should.
After you made that wild claim about it being best rap album of the year, but we won't go there.
Nah, listen, big man.
Wait,
Right.
is-
So while everyone's finding their song, just quick reminder, the live show is less than a month away, probably about 3 weeks away now, the 15th of September at Sink and Old Street. Meet us after 7 and friends. We got Julie Adenuga, Jesse and Gloria, Gracious K, Muff. Now we just added 2 new guests, John and Danielle, aka Piin, to the lineup. Are we gonna... All right.
Everyone's done.
Yeah, everyone done. Yeah. All right, cool. This was a nice pod, man. Nice conversation.
Interesting.
All right. Who wants to go first? I'll go first. I've been the
Go first of all.
outro big man.
Oh yeah.
I set this up. I've been the
Yo,
What was
listen.
the point?
What's wrong with Gina? This is why
No,
you was hiding.
just
What's wrong
bleep,
with
just press bleep in it. It's funnier with the
So-
bleeps. I've been John in it.
Yeah, do the bleeps. That'll be all right.
I've been the beautiful, sultry, dark-skinned goddess.
I didn't think he was even talking
I
about
thought you were
me.
talking about
So sorry.
Oh.
See what I did there?
I have no idea what this outro is. I'm
That's right. You catch on. You
confused.
catch on.
Don't
You
worry.
catch on.
Okay.
When I go, you'll see.
If it is, you see a video that's gone viral. It's just ass.
Oh, damn. It's me, yeah?
Justine.
Bear dog.
So I've been the Afro Nation popping, wireless festival, scouring,
Collector.
polyamorous,
She's a collector.
She's a collector.
successful, soon to be successful entrepreneur, Danielle.
I've been... Actually, no, Gina, you go first.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. I have been Mr. I didn't really say much this episode, but I said a lot this episode. Mr. I'm hella intrigued by Danielle, as in Mr. Why is his face like that?
Could be any of us.
No, nigga.
Mr.
It's
It's
definitely
you.
you.
Yeah, exactly. 100%
Definitely
you,
you.
bro. 100% you.
What do you mean, Mr.
Mr. What do you-
When Danielle started speaking, he lifted up his seat.
Body language changed, didn't it?
He was all in. Brent.
I got a mommy fetish too. You know?
Oh, you know what? If it's not a fat girl fetish, it's just a mummy fetish. What's next, bruv? Move, man.
You're a sicko.
Every week there's a different fetish.
Oh, too funny.
You'll go.
I've been the coconut oiled beard.
She flopped.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. It could
I
still
could
be.
be. I could be talking
It
about
could
more
still
than
It's
one
true,
be
it's
person.
true, it's
here.
true. Go on, go on.
I see some competition in this room.
Well, that's a juicy bit.
I'm dead.
Suave, age denying, age defying.
Come on.
Come on.
Bars.
Ding, 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 ding,
Age
ding.
defined. Fire the booth.
And you're both the same. innit?
Yusuff.
Hear that?
I like that. So that's the best outro I've ever had.
Straight.
Say no.
Thank me though. Because sis was definitely not coming for you.
Yeah.
She was all up on Brent and then I had to tap her
Yeah,
point.
trust me.
That sounds like
She
vegan.
grabbed the wheel.
Yeah.
I thought she's not going to do the right person.
No,
I don't think she's clocked that I'm the only person that hasn't been done yet.
No, I'm not
Send her a
that
little
fast.
nudge.
I know, I saw it.
It's all right.
All right, guys. It's been a sweet one. Until next time.
Catch you on the live show.
Catch us on
Yeah.
the live show, man.
Later.
Yeah, the live show.
Peace
Peace.
out.
Danielle should do a kissing booth on the live show, to be honest.
Dude, Danielle.
Yeah.
What's that?
A kissing booth.
Just kissing bare young butts. Come here, sugar.
Let's kiss